What if you could earn an MBA fully online in just 10 months for only $9,900? Eastern University's cutting-edge MBA in Organizational Management is designed to fit what you need in an MBA program. Our innovative LifeFlex model offers 100% online classes that you can complete at your own pace within each 7-week semester. We know how hard you work for your money, so we're thrilled to offer our MBA at only $9,900, making our program between 50 to 80% less expensive than most other schools, while ensuring quality and excellence with the support of our expert faculty. We even offer a concentration in business analytics, an essential skill set needed in today's data-driven economy. With start dates every 7 weeks, Eastern's MBA is handcrafted for you and your needs. So what are you waiting for? Apply today at eastern.edu/MBA.
The following is a presentation of JAKIB Sports.
It is a Saturday afternoon of college football across the JAKIB Sports Network and the final regular season game here at Radnor Road as Eastern comes in today with a record of 7-1, along with my partner Warren Schmidt, and of course the coach Bernie Nowatarski. Will be with you all afternoon today for what should be playoff implications as the FDU Devils are in town. And if you remember a year ago on senior day at FDU, it was the Eastern Eagles who spoiled the milk and came back in that second half and got a big win over FDU. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome in. Coach, let's start with you. You've been with us since the very beginning, and this team is very different today. They get better each week. What do you think about that 35-0 shutout a week ago, the first in program history?
We played almost flawless football last week again. We've done that for, I'd say, the last month. We've played really solid football on all three phases. And I think the one thing that's really been eliminated are a lot of the silly penalties. We've just really played solid. And going back to last season with this game against FDU, I think that's where we found our identity. We 33-15 at halftime, and you win the game 35-33. So your defense comes out and pitches a shutout in the second half, which they knew their identity. And the offense finally figured out what they can be by throwing up all those points, and you win a game that, really at halftime looked like it was over.
Good way to put it, Coach. This is a team of identity. The offense has their own identity. The defense has their identity. The special teams have their own identity. My partner Warren Schmidt, who loves this defense and loves where the DB, how tough it is to score a touchdown against the DBs on this defensive squad. Warren, this is a big one today because a win today and coupled with a loss by Misericordia, and that secures a share of the MAC championship.
Yeah,
in year three, my friend.
In year three, to be talking about this team having a chance to win the MAC is just unbelievable what Coach Billy Crocker and his whole coaching staff have done. I want to go back to last week real quick. Widener, what a signature win. Widener's been a legendary program in Division III and in the MAC for a long time. And for them to win 35-0 there, I thought was huge because that was kind of a throw the record out game. Widener was 3-4. Had nothing really to play for except to beat Widener or to beat Eastern. And then today's the same thing. FDU since last year, losing to Eastern, have not won a game. They want to do what a lot of these kids were there last year, and I'm sure a lot of these kids want to spoil Eastern Senior Day. Eastern Senior Day is a little different. These kids are Team Zero kids. They came here, as Coach Crocker says, there is nothing here. There is not even uniforms, helmets, just a belief that they can be here someday. It's great to see them getting honored today.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt about that. Before the game, the team, they're recognizing 29 seniors from, as you put it, Team Zero. And to your point, you look out at what is a beautiful Radnor Road Stadium here. It's a beautiful place to play. It's a beautiful place for the families, for the Eastern fans that come in here. And you can hear some of the audio down coming from our field mic as the seniors are being introduced and the parents get their opportunity to walk out. But what a day it's going to be. What a Saturday afternoon of college football we're going to have. Let's talk a little bit before we get into our first break. Let's talk a little bit about the offense and Brett Knabb, who's out of the gun, and a running back named Jeremiah Vrillian, who really can get up and go. And he's got 13 touchdowns coming in to this football game. We say his name a lot, and that offense should be able to put up points today against FDU.
And Krause, you haven't even mentioned any of the receivers. I mean, which receiver does Brett Knabb not go to? A lot of receivers caught balls last year. Justin Nicolopoulos is really finding his own, and he's a team captain now. Great job by him last week on some big catches. Isaiah Guy Bruton's really playing well right now, and throwing to Zeke Smith, had a big jet sweep touchdown last week. And then our guy that we love, Chris Rivera, who's kind of used as a receiver as a decoy because he gets out in space. He's really tough. On the return game, as Coach was talking about special teams, he's a difference maker back there on kick returns. So they just have, Coach and I talk about it all the time. In the backfield, they have a three-headed monster, and then with the receivers, they have a four-headed monster, and then they have, our Bash brothers, Dylan Weathers and Dom Franks, the big boys blocking, and then that offensive line who hopefully will get a mention. All those guys have been playing really well. And then Superman back there, number 5, Brett Knabb leading it all. It's really cool to see, as Coach has said, this offense develop.
It's a team of unselfish players, and we've said it a couple times. Those two tight ends are the smash boys. They don't care if they get the ball. They like the contact and setting up the run. I mean, they'll take it when they're thrown to them, but it's just an unselfish offense. And I said it last week, Brett Knabb has a chance to be 1,000-yard passer and 1,000-yard rusher. He has 900 rushing yards. He averages 102 a game. I mean, and I think he needs 5 or 10 yards for 1,000 in passing.
And Coach, what I love about that is you hit the nail right on the head with this team. They are so unselfish. You talk to any kid out there, you talk to the Bash brothers, they don't care. They've been targeted one throw, and Dylan Weathers made a behind the back catch and made that catch. They know they're in there to block. Same thing, Gashawn Moody last year, he was the only senior on the team. Luckily, he was able to come back this year, be honored again. So, he's one of those cornerstone guys. He deserves a double senior day. But talking to him before the game, he's like, I'm going to do whatever this team wants me to do. He's down in tackles because he's down in the box. He's playing defensive end. And all he said is, I don't care. As long as we win games, that's all we care about.
Let me give you a couple of stats off of the game day program and prep sheet for the broadcast team. Really, just amazing stats. Defensive side of the football, the experienced secondary has yielded only 5 passing touchdowns all season. And this team has gone up against some quarterbacks that can sling the football with some talented receivers. They play really, really well. They play well with the next man up mentality. And that's been one of the keys to how strong this defensive team is. They're only allowing 250 total yards per game on average. But talk about that secondary. You guys are experts in that space. Talk about that a little bit.
Well, I'll start and then defer to Coach because Coach was a much better defensive back than I was and coached the defensive backs. But I'll tell you, watching these defensive backs, when you have a back end that you can have single man coverage and have more of the guys in the box, it's just such an amazing thing to happen. And you talk about next man up. Jamari James has been nursing an ankle injury. They've had other guys have to go in. And then TJ Austin on their side. And then the backside safeties, Drew Beckford, Jaden Todd's been going in there. It's interchangeable. I think Eastern doesn't need to have numbers. They could have all guys with no numbers because it doesn't matter who they're plug and play in. And then you go to their defensive line. They had 3 freshmen last week playing at once as in the defensive line. Again, this defense is just great to see. But I'm going to go to Coach what he says about this back end because when you have guys in the back end like that, to allow your defense these different schemes. Keita Crispina has these guys playing really well, and then Corey David, the defensive coordinator, is putting these guys in positions to make plays.
I think our secondary has become situationally smarter. They understand, and again, that's not that they didn't understand the game, but they're realizing, all right, it's 3rd and 15. They know where the sticks are. They know how much time's on the clock. They know what the play clock is at. They've become situationally aware of the game at all times, and I think it shows in the results, the coverages, the knockdowns. We don't have a lot of interceptions, but we also have a lot of stops. So, and it's given that front 6 sometimes the opportunity for sacks.
And real quick, we got to mention Bateman, Jason Bateman last week, MAC Defensive Player of the Week. Again, another Eastern player winning the MAC, not Eastern Player of the Week, Defensive Player, the MAC Player of the Week. Jason Bateman, 2 forced fumbles. You're right, no picks. But I tell you, they lay the wood, the linebackers, and it's just, when you're getting those takeaways, that's huge because that's something that Eastern has been lacking this year.
He's leading the team in tackles.
Yes. I mean, he's just a tackle machine, him and Chris Forte in there. But it's just this defense is just really fun to watch.
You take a look at the MAC standings as we get ready to play football. We'll kick off in about 9 minutes here across the JAKIB Sports Network. Eastern sitting up on top at 7-1 overall, 6-1 on the MAC. Of course, the other game that we'll watch today, Del Val and Misericordia. Misericordia 6-2 overall, 6-1 Del Val. 5-3 overall, 5-2 in the MAC. We'll keep you updated on that game throughout the afternoon across the JAKIB Sports Network. And then one game remaining on the regular season schedule. And I don't want to talk about Stevenson other than to say next week the team gets on the bus and they go south to finish up the regular season. But all eyes and all focus today are on FDU, the FDU Devils coming in here. And I've got to believe, whether you're 0-8 or 6-2, I've got to believe after that senior day loss a year ago to this Eastern team, the Devils would love to come in and spoil the milk here at Eastern and shock this team and shock these fans and get out of here with a win. Not going to be an easy game today.
The only better game to win is the homecoming game. When you're scheduled at homecoming as a away team, come in to spoil a senior game is just as gratifying. We talked about it the last 2 weeks with Eastern. I thought it was a good thing that Eastern was going on the road. You only take 2 buses. You're in a little bit more of a routine. Today with senior day, you're out of your routine. Your family's here, big crowd here. A little longer pregame. There's a lot more stuff going on besides football. I think Coach Billy Crocker, talking to him during the coaches show with Joe, he's going to have this team locked in. They know what's in front of them, and they know they need to take care of business against it. I think, again, throw the record out against this FDU team. If they play their game, they're going to win.
I'm sure he told them, forget about the distractions. And that's the word I'm betting he used, was forget about the distractions on senior day. Go do your job. And I guarantee you the FDU coaching staff probably reminded them about what took place in the second half of that game last season. I don't know if you guys remember in the beginning of the season, I told you the All-Star game that I coach down in Florida every year, the college All-Star game. I met the quarterback from FDU, and when I said something to him about the game, he tucked his head and just shook it. He goes, I still can't believe what happened.
And he was a really good quarterback. He deserved to play in an All-Star game. He was a difference maker. Luckily, he's not playing today.
No, and you know what? You did say it. We have really seen, this division has a lot of good quarterbacks in it. Even the kid last week from Widener, he's a young freshman. I really think he's going to be, there's going to be some quarterbacks you got to worry about in the future here.
All right, we're going to take a break here as the Eastern Eagles have come out already. The band is out on the field. We are starting to get much closer towards kickoff here across the JAKIB Sports Network. Let me slide in here, guys. We'll take a break. It's Eastern University football across the JAKIB Sports Network.
What if you could earn an MBA fully online in just 10 months for only $9,900? Eastern University's cutting-edge MBA in Organizational Management is designed to fit what you need in an MBA program. Our innovative LifeFlex model offers 100% online classes that you can complete at your own pace within each 7-week semester. We know how hard you work for your money, so we're thrilled to offer our MBA at only $9,900, making our program between 50 to 80% less expensive than most other schools, while ensuring quality and excellence with the support of our expert faculty. We even offer a concentration in business analytics, an essential skill set needed in today's data-driven economy. With start dates every 7 weeks, Eastern's MBA is handcrafted for you and your needs. So what are you waiting for? Apply today at eastern.edu/MBA.
The following is a presentation of JAKIB Sports. The following is a presentation of JAKIB Sports. Since the announcement by Eastern University that football was coming in the year 2023, the expectations of this mainline university have never been higher. Welcome to Eastern University Eagles football. Live across the JAKIB Sports Network, YouTube, and live across the JAKIB Sports Radio Network, the flagship radio station of the Eastern University Eagles, Philadelphia AM 990, the answer. Let's go Eastern. Let's go EAGLES.
Silently streaming. On the rocket track, the bombs bursting in, through the night, that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
I'm Christian Moreira. I'm from East Stroudsburg, PA, and I'm an offensive tackle.
My name is Justin McNulty. I'm from Upstate, New Jersey, and I play offensive line.
My name is Bilal Baker from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I play offensive tackle.
Dom Franks, Jacob, Florida.
Brett Yard, I run New Jersey.
And a good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back into the JAKIB Sports Network. It's Eastern University football against the FDU Devils as they come down into Radnor Road. Eastern coming in, as we talked about it on the pregame show, overall 7-1. This game has implications for the MAC Conference Championship or the MAC Conference title, and also what the postseason will look like. It boils down to this game and then, of course, the game next week. Great to be with you along with my partner, Warren Schmidt, and, of course, the coach, Bernie Nowatarski. I'm Joe Krause. We'll be with you all afternoon, bringing you all the action. Good stuff today as the captains, Warren, meet out at center at the midfield.
Yeah, and great four captains that we do have, but to talk about potential, not only MAC championship, but also Division III playoffs for this team in year 3. We just had senior day. These guys are seniors in academics, but they're all juniors in playing wise. They all have another year of eligibility to play another year. So football wise, they're all juniors, and what they're doing as juniors on this football field is just amazing to see, and it's just great to see. Coach and I talk about it all the time. We've watched this team grow up in front of us. Not only the coaches, as obviously keep getting better and better every week, but these players keep getting better and better every week.
We sure do. And looking out at the midfield with the toss, FDU won the toss, deferred, so we're going to get the ball first, which we haven't done in a couple of weeks. I love having the ball in the second half, but you're home, they make the call, so you can only go with whatever the coin lands on the ground with.
We're both defensive guys. Coach Crocker's a defensive guy. He wants to kick off, get a 3 and out, and get good field position for his offense. Great to have Dr. Kenton Sparks in the box before doing the prayer for Eastern and saying hello to us like he does every week. Just so excited for this administration to be able to see what this football team's doing in year 3 as well. when the administration brought in football to this school, I don't think they realized how good they'd be this quick. But a testament to everybody that's involved in this program that, they're vying for a MAC championship.
Does anyone sing the national anthem better than Sean?
Sean is number one. He does it from our booth up here, and just sounds great. Great job, Sean Douglas.
So Rivera's back deep. He averages almost 30 yards of return. So if he's getting it at the goal line, I mean, he's getting us out to the 30 almost every time.
And Rivera only usually gets one return a game.
Yeah,
I mean, they don't kick to him.
It'll be interesting to see if they do kick to him.
So Ian Poole Morgan will tee it up for the FDU Devils. Rivera will go back deep for Eastern, and this game is officially underway. And Rivera's got that is not Rivera coming out with the football, but it is an Eastern return out over the 25-yard line, and that's where Nab and the offense will come out, and they'll start first down and 10.
Yeah, that was Rivera. These numbers are a little tough to see. That is number 15, Chris Rivera.
Oh, okay, that was Rivera on the return.
Rivera,
okay, good. I'll get into my game mode. I'll get in there.
Yeah, these numbers are a little tough to see.
I was just going to say they do blend a little bit.
Yeah. Good.
I love the uniform though.
Yeah, they look good.
So first down and 10 for Eastern. They start the opening drive of this game from their own 26-yard line. They're going right to left, and Nab, the quarterback, will start and snap. He'll be in the gun. You'll see him there all afternoon, nestled up on behind McNabb. Jeremiah Vrillian, and the offense will start first down and 10. Nab. Snap the Nab. He's going to throw right away. Short pitch and catch, and that pass is complete. Naseek Smith, and he gets out over the 30-yard line, down to the 32-yard line. First play, pitch and catch, Nab to Smith.
I like that play call by Nate Hinkle. Come out, get some passes out to your playmakers. Naseek Smith last week had a jet sweep for a touchdown. I think it was 32 yards after a turnover. Naseek Smith, get him in space.
So second down, he gains 6 out to the 33. Second down and 4. Nab in the gun. Snap. Fakes to Avrillian. Nab's going to roll to his right. He's going to keep the football. He's going to get out past the sticks and get past the line to gain and pick up the first down. Brett Nab to his right. First down, Eastern.
And you got to give a big assist there to Naseek Smith. And that's one thing, Coach Crocker talks about on the coaches show when we have him on during the week is how unselfish all his other playmakers are. Naseek Smith would rather be catching the ball, but he also is blocking. Jeremiah Brilliant's a great blocker. These guys do whatever it takes to get positive yards for whoever's carrying the ball.
First down and 10 now from their own 37. Nab takes the snap. He's going to throw again. He's under pressure. Now rolls. Now he's got to keep the football. Tucks it away. Crosses the 40. He's out over the 45-yard line. Nab looking downfield. Big first down gain for Brett Nab.
He just did what most quarterbacks don't do. He turned it upfield, tucked his shoulder, and laid the hit on the defender instead of running out of bounds.
And Coach, what do you do? He turned a sack, negative yards, into a first down.
He gets a good spot, so he gets 10 on the first down keeper, and it's a first and 10 out to their own 47-yard line. Opening series of football, Eastern University against FDU across the JAKIB Sports Network. First down and 10 from the 47. Direct snap to Jeremiah Avrillian. Avrillian fakes the Nab and then runs straight up, crosses over midfield. Hard to get Jeremiah down, and he's down at the 40, right around the 46-yard line of FDU.
That was a nice little wrinkle that Nate Hinkle put in there. They switched Jeremiah Avrillian behind and take the direct snap, fakes the pitch to Nab, and then goes upfield for a great gain.
And traditionally, second and short from this part of the field, you could take a shot downfield.
It'll be second down and 2 as Avrillian gets 8. Nab back in the gun. Snap. He's going to fire. Pass is incomplete. It'll bring up third down.
Defender made a nice play. Jumped into the line of sight.
So 3rd and 2 from the Devils' 46-yard line, opening possession for the Eastern offense. On a beautiful Saturday afternoon here in Radnor. Now play in Nab. He'll be in the gun all day. Standing at his own 49. Snap. Give us to Jeremiah. Avrilian this time. Nothing there for Jeremiah. He's going to lose a yard. Swarmed in there by the Devil defense. Nothing at all for Jeremiah, and that'll bring up fourth down. What are you doing here, Coach?
I wanted to see what his decision would be. He went pretty quick to the punt team.
Yeah, Westfield last week had 6 punts, got them inside the 20 every time. Kind of unfortunate that the offense sputtered there with a second down and 2, and they couldn't get those 2 yards.
11
second and third down.
11 minutes, 35 seconds remaining. Opening quarter, number 97, John Westfield in. Standing at his own 38, he'll punt the football. Westfield's punt going to sail out of bounds. Not his best effort of the season for sure.
He wanted to angle it, but got a little too much angle.
See where they actually mark it, and we'll wait for the FDU offense to come out where they'll start first down and 10.
Yeah, it was a nice snap there by Sean McNamara. That just went off the side of Westfield's foot there.
Yeah, he definitely wanted to angle it towards that far corner pylon, but he got a little too much. It only turned out to be about an 18 or 19-yard punt. But
so they spotted on their own 31-yard line, and FDU will start there. First down and 10. Their quarterback is Matthew Yasko. He's number 5. They're going left to right. Yasko will be in the gun on a first down and 10. And movement on the hard count. False start against FDU. 5-yard mark off. It'll be first and 15.
Guy in the slot got a little jumpy.
Yep.
And this is where I said our D-backs get situationally smarter. Now, they know they're playing behind the sticks, and let's see what this offense comes out with, what kind of patterns and routes.
And it's great to see Jamari James, number 1, back out there from last week when he got his ankle nicked up.
So first and 15 for Yasko from his 26 now. He takes an opening shot down the field, and his pass is incomplete. Number 7 was the intended receiver. That's his favorite target, Andrike Terry, but no shot for Terry on that one. It'll bring up second down and 15. TJ Alston on the coverage for Eastern. Second and 15, 11 minutes, 10 seconds remaining. Opening quarter, first possession of the afternoon for the Devils. Yasko brings Tavares in motion on a second and 15. Snap, short pitch and catch, pass complete. Flag down.
I think that's going to be a legal motion.
Yeah, I don't think you take this, but I'll tell you, that
short gain, if anything at all. Why give him the down?
TJ Alston's closing speed on that route was exactly how you want to coach, right, Coach?
Absolutely. The only thing you have to be aware of is that's a setup for a hitch and go at some point during the game.
And the Eagles will decline the penalty. That'll make it third down. So it'll be third and 15 for Yasko and the offense.
No.
Love to see a shutdown here. Yasko. He's going to fire. Daniels in motion. Pressure from Moody. Moody's got him behind the line. Deshaun Moody off the edge. And he gets him. And that'll bring up fourth down. And the Eastern Eagles with a big 3 and out against the Devils.
Deshaun Moody coming off the edge. And then Freddie DiNardo, the freshman on the other side, number 52, been playing really well. This defensive line has played really well of late, getting to the quarterback. Great job by the defense.
I purposely turned my head and only watched the secondary that time. They ran 3 verticals straight down the field.
High snap. Punt handled by Newhouse. Kick is up. That's taken. Ooh. And another football is out, and the football is loose as Nicolopoulos started upfield, lost the football, and it was able to get it back. A break for Eastern as the football was punched out. A flag is down.
Yeah, Justin made an initial great play on field on that punt. You know, the punt landed like 10 yards in front of him. picked it up, got some positive yards, got swung around, and then fumbled the ball. And sometimes when that happens, when guys are running around, they block in the back. That could have been what happened here.
Your coverage isn't ready for this. It's like a scramble quarterback. Your blocking coverage isn't ready for it.
Right, you are, Warren. Illegal block to the back, 10-yard step off against Eastern. So they'll start their second possession of the afternoon. It'll be a first down and 10 for Eastern. 10:04 remaining. Football now back at the Eastern 26-yard line.
Why wasn't it a 10-yard step off from the point of the block in the back?
I wasn't going to say, Coach, but you're right. It's from where the block happened.
So they took it from where he was tackled then?
Yep, they took it from where he was tackled, unless that's where it happened, but that's...
Got to read the rule book, I guess.
Football marked on the 27, so first and 10 from the Eastern 27. Nab with a second possession. Flips out to Jeremiah Avrillian, tries to get to the outside, crosses the 30. He's down to 40. He's down to 45. And he's down over, bumped out of bounds, down at the 40-yard line. Jeremiah Avrillian, the kid from Miami Beach, was running that way, and he almost had a clear path into the end zone before being knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, so, Coach, we're going to do the positive of that 20-yard runoff or mark-off, 20 yards more for this offense to gain. Right?
Does that get recorded as a pass?
I think that was a lateral.
He lateraled it, but he lateraled it forward. So does it go in the book as a pass? I don't know.
First down and 10 for Nab. 37-yard line of the Devils. Now empty backfield. Snap, but before they do and get it off, flag comes down. Looks like that is going to go against Eastern.
And that's obviously a real positive sign to get Jeremiah Avrillian running in this game and getting him out in space. That was just a really good run around the edge here, down our sideline right in front of us.
If he hits the corner free, he
just outran the defensive, and they're not going to arm tackle him. He got that defensive lineman with just one arm on him. That's not going to bring him down. And then just his extra gear down that sideline. Just, we need number 3 to have a big game today.
First down and 15 now. 5-yard step off takes the football back to the 42. Here comes that jet sweep. That's the Smith. Smith spins his way down close to the Devil 35-yard line. So it'll bring up second down and 8. The Seek gets 7 on the jet sweep.
I really like that jet sweep. They run it with Rivera sometimes and the Seek Smith a lot. I just love getting your playmakers out in space around the edge. Coach was talking about that in the coach's show of getting his playmakers on the edge.
Second down and 8 from the Devil 36. Nab on the 41. Gives it to Avrillian. And Avrillian is racked up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 white jerseys pile up and stack up Avrillian on that second down carry. It'll make it third down.
And Coach noted this last week about Widener. What they have, Coach? They stacked the box, right? Yeah. They had 5 defensive linemen, which actually worked pretty well against Eastern a little bit. And I would think FDU would kind of look at that tape and try to do the same thing. It kind of looks like they are stacking the box a little bit.
Yeah, they're going with 3 down, a 4th one standing, and one of the linebackers is usually coming.
It's third down and 10, football from the 42. Nab out of the gun. Here comes pressure. Drops the screen off to Avrillian. 35. He's down. Avrillian's got the first down as he dances his way down to the 25-yard line. No flag on the play. And Jeremiah Avrillian gets the first down for the offense.
Well, that's a big conversion right there, especially on the middle screen. Jeremiah Avrillian left a couple FDU defenders on the ground with his jukes and moves. He's just different how he gets into space and gets those positive yards.
We're a good throwing screen team. We don't throw a whole lot of them, but when we do, they're usually pretty effective. I'm waiting we always have that one wrinkle play that he throws in somewhere. It's a little early for it, though.
So down to the 26-yard line on a first down and 10. 7 minutes remaining, opening quarter. Nab hands the football off. That's Eric Smith on the carry. in for Avrilian.
So in my own brain stats, Brett just went over 1,000 yards passing.
Well, we'll get that official, but I'll take it from you, Coach.
Yeah, that's just my own personal stats.
6:28 remaining, clock on the move, opening quarter, Eastern going right to left. Second possession of the first quarter. Second down at 10, Smith still in there. Frank's in motion, snap the nab. He's going to roll to his right. He's going to try and get off the edge. He does, and he crosses over the 20, picks up the line to gain before stepping out of bounds. Brett Knapp with a nifty run for the first down.
Great block there, too, by Smith. I mean, he if he doesn't make that block, Brett does not get to that corner. And great job by Brett. Great recognition of getting it to the edge, getting it to the outside. Big run there to get another first down here for this offense.
He went to the right so fast that he forced the run. They were setting something up over here with our left side receivers, but he went directly to the right.
Avrilian back in now. First down and 10 from the 16 of the Devils. 5:30 remaining opening quarter. Knapp. Snap. He's going to keep the football. Spins his way forward. Takes the hit. Spins forward. And he gets positive yardage. Knapp again on the carry.
You know, Brett's putting this offense on his shoulders, right, like he does every week. You know, last week they had a couple times where they went 3 and out.
Camera 2.
Now 35, Dylan Weathers in. Second down and 6. Football on the 13. We're right at the 5-minute mark. Here we go. Knapp to Jeremiah. Avrilian gets his way through the hole. He's going for the end zone, and he is in. Jeremiah Avrilian with a dart to the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles.
Great job by the offensive line and great job by the Bash brothers on that.
The view I have of that play, it doesn't do what I'm going to say justice. When he got the ball, he literally stopped on both feet and saw the hole and then accelerated through. That doesn't do any justice till you see what he just did and how he runs with his eyes.
Now John Nolik in for the extra point. Nab will hold. Snap. Nolik. Kick. Up. And the kick is good. So John Nolik, who's almost automatic on extra points after the touchdown, gives Eastern a 7-0 lead here in the first quarter. 4 minutes, 39 seconds remaining. Eastern 7 and the Devils no score. We're back in a moment.
If you own a company and you're not producing a podcast, you're missing out. The public consumes messaging when they're ready. Join the professional podcast network of companies and let JAKIB Media Partners put you in the podcast arena. Come to our professional studio or we'll come to your place of business and professionally produce your company podcast. Call JAKIB Media right now at 267-261-3428. 267-261-3428.
Curtis Johnson, San Diego, California, BWA.
Eddie Swinton, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, wide receiver.
Eric Smith, Philadelphia, PA, BWA.
Elijah Knowles, Ephrata, PA, wide receiver.
John Westfield, Philadelphia, PA, punter.
And we're back here live on Radnor Road. Nolik's punt goes out of bounds after the Eastern touchdown. Jeremiah Avrilian picking up his 14th touchdown of the season. That leads the MAC, and Eastern has a 7-0 lead and a good second drive for Nab and the offense. Couple of good conversions and a couple of good play calls equal that 7-0 score.
And Krause, to your point, that's what it takes for a big drive, a good sustaining drive. Obviously, the big play, they started off with the penalty, moved them back, and then that big run by Jeremiah Avrilian, the big middle screen to Jeremiah Avrilian for a big third down conversion, and then Brett Knapp getting him down there, and then Jeremiah Avrilian putting the cherry on top with the touchdown. Offensive line is really doing a good job.
The FDU-Florham offense, they come out. They have a first down and 10. Nothing there on the first down.
Did they have a running back? They've been empty every play so
far. Short pitch and catch, no gain. Maybe a yard. It'll be second down and 9. Sean Moody in there again. You'll see him all over the field this afternoon. Gain of a yard, 2nd down and 9 from the 36, left to right for the Devils. 4:09 remaining here in the opening quarter. Handoff. The running back, straight up the gut. Not much there at all. Jeremiah Williams, it looked like, on the carry.
I wanted to bring it up last week. Have you guys noticed the special elite club we have? All the kickers hang out together down at the other end and talk about kicking.
No, specialists. The three of them hang out together. That was Will LaFont in on that tackle. They just keep interchanging these defensive linemen.
So 3:30 remaining. Big 3rd down. Pressure on Yasko. He's forced out of the pocket. He's going to try and tuck the football, but he's not going to get there as Salif Nakema gets him from behind. That'll bring up a 4th down.
I'll tell you, number 0, Salif Nakeem, has been doing it all year. One of the team captains, and I'll tell you, he's been playing really well. Just pressures on the quarterback, sacks on the quarterback, tackling everything that comes by him. This defensive line's been playing really well. Salif Nakema, hats off on that play. Great job.
So 4th down and 10, and the Devils will have the punt. 2nd punt of the afternoon for the Devils. Newhouse.
Good punt.
Big high punt. Nicolopoulos goes back to get it. Flag down. This is going to be all for naught. Good run returned by Nicolopoulos all the way out to the 45. Good practice run for him. Couple of flags down, and that's coming back.
Yes, it is. It's really close on the block. I love the hustle down and what you did to spring the running back, but if you see the back number, let him go.
I thought he had his head in front of the kid, and he didn't. He just kind of ran with him.
I thought he was shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah, but the officials are probably going to call that 9 times out of 10, right, Coach?
Yep.
It kind of a shame because Justin Nicolopoulos just had a really good return. Again, he's another one of those guys. Get out in space. He's going to do something, and I think he liked that deeper punt rather than the short punt.
Well, it just gives our offense a chance to go 90+ yards here instead of 50.
We got to get that 1,000 yards for Nab for rushing and receiving, right? Or rushing and passing.
So blocking in the back against the receiving team, which is Eastern. Half the distance to the goal line. 2:29 remaining here in the first quarter. Eastern has a 1-touchdown lead, 7-0, and they'll start with their 3rd possession following a great defensive series by Eastern and a big sack at the end to force that 4th down and force the punt.
So we almost have gone through a quarter here, and FDU's had the ball a few times. I don't really know what their offense is. It looks like they want to pass, and I can tell you right now, going empty all day against us, these kids are going to pin their ears back and head towards that quarterback every time.
And it kind of comes down to the pregame. If Eastern takes care of business, they're going to win this game, right? But they still need to take care of business. It's only 7-0 is nothing. We need to get this a couple score game to feel a little more comfortable.
So deep down in their own territory, they snap from their own 8-yard line. Nab right to him, who keeps the football off the left side of the line. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Coach, and another thing you do, right, with the offense needs to at least flip the field. You don't want to give a team life with short fields. So the offense needs to try to get a couple first downs here, maybe, get this into the second quarter.
It looks like if the kid has time, he can sling the ball, but we're coming after him really hard.
Nab gets 3 on that 1st down carry, so 2nd and 7, out to his own 11. We're under 2, 1:55 remaining. Nab gives the football to Avrillian, and Jeremiah gets out close to the 20-yard line, and that'll be good for a 1st down. Jeremiah Avrillian patiently waiting for the hole and then hits it and gets the 1st down.
I'm going to let Coach take this one.
He ran 4 of the yards backwards with 3 people hanging on him.
He is just, we talk about it all the time. He is just a different type of running back. How he sees where to go, but more importantly, those yards after contact. He took 3 FDU defenders for that 1st down.
Backwards.
Out to the 19, 1st down for Jeremiah and the offense. Nab back in the gun. It'll be 1st and 10 on the 19. 1:08. Snap the football. Brilliant on the carry. Not much that time for Jeremiah. That'll bring up second down. Under a minute to play, opening quarter.
And Coach, what's the most frustrating thing as a defender is when a team is just running on you. You know they're going to run the ball, and you can't stop them.
You see it coming, and you can't do a thing to it.
Great to see Eddie Swinton back out there. Like to see them go do a vertical with him.
Yeah, wait till we haven't had the monster in yet with Johnson and all three of them in the backfield.
And now it looks like it may be an injury timeout down on the field. Number 92 for the Devils sitting down on the field as Eastern was about to snap the football. So the officials blow that dead. 29 seconds remaining. Clock is stopped. Number 92 for them is down.
Looked like maybe a late cramp. I mean, he just calmly sat down. I can't tell from this angle if they're pushing on the toes.
So it's a timeout to FDU. We'll keep it here with 29 seconds remaining. It'll be second down and 8. Might be right, Coach. Looks like it's a cramp. They're helping up the junior, number 92. And he looks like he's able to walk off under his own power.
You have to start.
Always a good sign when you're walking off without the trainer help.
You have to start properly hydrating on Wednesday of game week.
Good job so far by Eastern, having a long, sustaining drive, and that's what you want to do. You want to wear their defense down, right, Coach? Just keep grinding it, keep grinding it. You have Jeremiah Verilion really running the ball well. Brett Knapp's been running the ball really well, and throwing and getting good throws downfield and finding his open guys.
Well, I said it last week at the end of the game. It's very businesslike. Take care of what you got to do offensively and do what you're supposed to do defensively.
So second down and 8. Play ready to resume from the Eastern 21. Nab in the offense going right to left. Should be the last play of the quarter. Snap to Nab. He's going to take a shot down the field. He's looking. He's got his man, but he is short. Well, Eddie Swinton was the intended receiver, but the football came up short, couldn't keep up with the speed. A big play, Eddie Swinton. It'll be third down.
Yeah, good ball out there by Brett. You know, only Eddie was going to be the only one that got that.
If he comes back just a little harder, you'll get the PI called.
Right. I do like that play call by Nate Hinkle, though.
Yep.
Because you can't just keep, doing these dink and doiks. You got to get a vertical down there to loosen up these safeties. They're not crashing down the box.
So the incomplete pass, now 3rd and 8. Football still on the Eastern 21.
And this is a tough defensive call for FDU because we will run it on 3rd and long.
22 seconds on the game clock. First quarter. 7 for Eastern. Nab, here comes pressure. Nab is flushed, and Nab is sacked behind the line. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, good play there by the FDU defense. Obviously, they had the back cover, the receivers covered there, and Brett actually had some time to throw the ball. Just couldn't find anybody open.
Too long to develop. Smart play, though, to tuck the ball. I mean, you don't want sacks, but you also don't want to fumble down in that end of the field.
End of 1 quarter of play here across the JAKIB Sports Network. Eastern, 7. And the Devils, no score.
The One Big Beautiful Bill was recently enacted by Congress. Many provisions such as no tax on tips and no tax on overtime can help reduce tax liability for many taxpayers. Are you unsure how the provisions of the bill will impact your taxes? Want to avoid any unforeseen surprises when filing your 2025 tax returns? Then you need to contact the tax professionals at Mankowski Associates CPA LLC. They will review your returns and provide guidance on how the changes will impact your return. They can be reached at 215-682-7366. And be sure to mention Eastern University for special discounts. That's 215-682-7366.
Listening to Eastern University football. live across the JAKIB Sports Network. Let's get back to the broadcast with Warren Schmidt, Bernie Nowatarski, and Joe Krause. Let's go Eastern. Let's go EAGLES.
Devon Johnson, Pittsburgh, PA, Bomb Squad.
Isaiah God Bruton, Chichester, PA, wide receiver.
Justin Nicolopoulos, Philadelphia, PA, wide receiver.
Derek Swain, Willenboro, New Jersey. I play offensive line.
Braden Curry, Buffalo, PA, fullback.
And we're back here live on the JAKIB Sports Network. Eastern will be in punt formation. They'll have a 4th and 14. Football on their own 15-yard line as the second quarter gets ready to go. John Westfield. We'll see what kind of punt John will get. This is second attempt or second effort of the afternoon. Westfield's punt taken at the 47-yard line by number 20. And he's out with a return. So get your number there. Number 20 is Elijah Tavares, and he gets a good return. And the Devils and their offense will have their best start, their best field position of the afternoon. They'll be on the eastern side of the football, and they'll be on the 42-yard line with a 1st and 10.
Yeah, and, that's what happens when you don't get a couple first downs. They only got the 1 first down, force a punt. Good job by the punt unit to get down there and make the stop there, but obviously putting FDU in good field position to start this drive.
Now 1st down and 10 for Yasko, who's the quarterback. He runs the offense. It'll be a 1st and 10. He looks to throw. He rolls to his right. He's going to fire, and he's got his man. Pass is complete to his favorite target, Andrike Terry, number 7, and that's good for a 1st down conversion.
Yeah, Coach talked about him on the coach's show, number 7, and the quarterback. That's a good pitch and catch there. Good play there by FDU.
Hard to cover that long.
And he had the edge, too.
He rolled out. He had plenty of time, and you get the crossing pattern.
We're on the Eastern 26 now on a 1st down and 10 for the Devils. Pressure, fires, pass complete and caught. 19 on the end of that, the big tight end. Patrick Lepoitovan brings it down. Wide open, good catch by number 19, and it's a 1st down.
Yeah, really good pitch and catch, and the quarterback stood in there. Deshaun Moody was bearing down, ready to lay the wood, but good job by the FDU quarterback to get it down to his tight end.
Yasko has it down on the 6-yard line in 2 plays. Snap, Yasko. He's going to hand off the football straight ahead.
Our defense is on their heels right now.
Yep.
See if I can get you a number there. I don't have him on the too deep there. I think it was Cyrus Martin, number 28 on the carry. Down to the 2-yard line, 2nd down and goal from the 2. Martin still in there, lining up now to the left of Yasko. Here he comes. Yasko fakes to him and walks into the end zone, and the junior goes in untouched. And FDU says, hey, we're playing football today, and they take that drive right down and score the touchdown, and we'll see if they tie it up on the extra point.
Yeah, good job there by FDU. Their defense set it off by holding Eastern there to force them a punt. Got good field position, and that's exactly what you want your offense to do is go down and get points.
Ian Poole Morgan now in for the extra point to tie the game. Snap, and the kick from Morgan, and the kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 13:04 remaining here in the second quarter, it is Eastern 7 and FDU 7. We'll keep it here. And what's this Eastern offense got to do coming out? Didn't expect them to stall on that last drive so deep in their own zone. That happens, I get it. And then Westfield has not connected so far today on anything that would associate with flipping the field, and the Devils started with good field position.
Yeah, what we need is a big return from Rivera. Offense to come out here, just take a breath. Hey, you knew this was going to be a game, right? You knew FDU was going to come up here and just play, all out, right? Because that's just what you do when you play football, right, Coach? It doesn't matter the record. You're not coming to lose, no. Right? And now they have a little taste, and they're like, hey, we can hang with these guys. Eastern needs to instill their will, Offensive line needs to come out and start dominating their defensive line and get some positive yards. At least flip the field on this offensive series, but try to get points.
Yeah, and in the scheme of things, if your offense is going to stall, you don't want to stall on the 6-yard line. I mean, that you're also putting a ton of pressure on your punter as well. And then a short field, you're putting pressure on your defense. So stalling down on the 6 is not the way to do it.
Well, Coach, it cascades, right?
Yeah.
It's just one thing after another happens, and it all started from that penalty that I thought could have been called, but it was called, right? So you just got to deal with what's out there in front of you.
And now it's in the past. Let it go.
46, George Carr will tee it up and kick it off. First down and 10. Carr's kick is high. On the return for Eastern, number 25, Cujo, Curtis Johnson on the return. Good to see Johnson get a touch. And he gets out to, where are they marking him? Down at the 30, right at the 35-yard line. So that's where Eastern will come out and start. First down and 10.
Good job there by Curtis Johnson, fielding that kick, right? And getting good positive yards. 35-yard line is a good spot to start.
First down and 10 for Nav and the offense.
We've had a couple guys on those short, high kicks, fair catch them, and you're on the 20. So 35 is much better.
So first and 10 from their own 35. Left to right for Nav and the offense. Game tied at 7. We're in the second quarter. 12:57 remaining. Snap to Nav. He's looking to throw. He's under pressure. He's flushed out of the pocket. Now he runs, tucks the football away, crosses his own 40, and down the sideline he goes before he's run up out of bounds. But Brett Knapp with a headsy play, and he runs it up out of bounds in the deep in Devils territory as they get down around the 40-yard line.
And that's the second time that he's turned in a potential sack into a lot of yards. Great job by Brett Knapp. And I really love running down that sideline. I really love him jumping out of bounds, too. Get those long yards. You don't have to take that extra hit for that extra yard.
Yeah, he'll give you a hit or take one, but you don't need to every time.
Not on that one.
So first and 10 down to the 41-yard line of the Devils. Eastern would love to answer after the Devil touchdown. Nav, he's going to fire. He's got his man. That's Nicolopoulos. He's to the outside. He crosses the 30, spins his way, still spinning, and he's down inside the 20-yard line. And Justin Nicolopoulos wouldn't go down. A good run, good pitch and catch, and he got a lot of yaks after that. Great play.
And a lot of those is because of Devin Johnson, the number 16, the receiver. Again, we talk about it all the time. Next guy up, Devin Johnson's getting a chance. Had a big catch last week, but that was a huge block.
Threw
for
a nice
Justin.
block.
Great block. Great pitch and catch there for Brett Knapp,
I didn't
too.
see a flag, but apparently there was. Franks wasn't even near the play.
A 15-yard penalty against Eastern's going to wipe off the board. The Nicolopoulos big gain. 87 Dom Franks gets flagged. It's a 15-yard penalty.
Yes, I don't know how they call that when the play was all the way over here and he's going down to block somebody. How that can be pass interference unless it happened before the ball was thrown.
Yeah, but it was a quick release. It was a 3-step throw.
These guys are off Bernie's Christmas card list.
So all the way back to the Eastern 44-yard line now. It'll be first and 25.
They went too far.
No, wait a minute. They went too far. The 10-yard penalty, not 15. So they originally marked off 15. So instead of the 44, Eastern's 44, it'll be the Eastern 49-yard line. It'll be first and 20. 11:38 remaining, second quarter, game tied up at 7. Nab standing on his own 44. High snap. Nabs keeps it. Tries to run forward, stays on his feet, now turns backwards. He's backpedaling his way over the 45-yard line or out to the 45-yard line where it'll be second down.
I was going to say, you don't have to get it all in the first play.
Right, but
You've got time.
Again, with the penalty, they're playing behind the sticks. Second down is okay to play behind the sticks a little bit, but still, second and 15. It would be nice to see them get this, convert this first down.
They're getting a lot of pressure up the middle with the blitz, so maybe rolling him out or getting some things out on the edge might be the answer.
2nd and 14. Football on the 45 of the Devils. High snap. Nab's going to fire. He's taking a shot down the field. That's Devin Johnson was the intended receiver. That's going to be incomplete and bring up 3rd down. So Nab takes a shot. It'll bring up 3rd down and 14.
I like the call. I'd like to see a Verlian out of the backfield on one of these little wheel routes.
Right, or get Curtis Johnson on one of those wheel routes.
Yeah, he's really good at those.
He's really good at those too in space.
Rivera now in the lineup on a 3rd and 14. 10:42 remaining. Nab standing right at midfield. Nab snaps the football. Here comes Avrilian running towards us. Crosses the 45. Spins to the 40-yard line. Still hit, still on his feet. Jeremiah Avrilian won't go down before he's knocked up out of bounds. Well short of the 1st down. It'll bring up 4th down. Good hard run by Jeremiah. 4th down. Eagles going for it here.
I think so.
I think they are. And I'll tell you, Krause, to your point, good hard run. He only runs one way. Good hard run. You can say that every time.
The first kid that came up to hit him didn't stand a chance on that arm tackle.
I like this call here.
So down to the 37-yard line on a 4th and 7 right at the 10-minute mark, 2nd quarter. Nab stays on the field with the offense.
The Devils are blitzing literally every play. Time clock's running down.
Nab, snap. Gives the football to Jeremiah. Brilliant. He's going to get the 1st down and more as he bangs out of bounds. But Jeremiah Brilliant gets enough, and they convert on that 4th down carry, and it's good for a 1st down.
I love Coach Crocker going for it. Nate Hinkle, great play call there, getting the first. I mean, whatever the play call is, doesn't matter. It gets the 1st down. That's a great job by this offense.
So that's where it's difficult to defend us on a 4th and like that because we can throw it, but we will run it on a 4th and long.
So Brilliant gets 9. It's good for a 1st down. Quick update on that Misericordia Del Val game, and we'll keep you updated all afternoon. Del Val up by a field goal. They score first. 3-0 Del Val. Here comes a jet sweep. Nasik Smith. And Smith runs to the far side of the field over to the 20-yard line. Kind of a little bit of a lateral to Smith, and he gets down to the 20. Good 1st down carry for Nasik.
I love that 1st down call. I love that call by Nate Hinkle. Let's play in front of the sticks, well in front of the sticks. Getting Nasik Smith out in space. Great job, Nasik Smith, on that jet sweep.
I couldn't tell by the number, but until I followed him over here. Fritz Rivera threw a heck of a block to have that play even get sprung.
So 6 for Smith. Call it 2nd down and 4 from the Devils' 22-yard line. Eastern trying to answer back. Nab, straight ahead, keeps the football, puts the shoulder down, gets out close to the line to gain. We'll wait for the spot. It is good for a 1st down.
And we're going to mention Chris Rivera twice, and he hasn't touched the ball. That play, those defenders went out there because they thought Chris was going to get that ball. Chris gets that ball, he's probably getting the 1st down. Great job, though, by Brett getting that 1st down. Exactly what this offense needed to do. Get a sustaining drive. They're at least in field goal range here.
That fake jet sweep holds the linebacker for that split second.
So down to the 18-yard line on a 1st down. 1st and 10. 7:42 remaining. 2nd quarter. Game tied at 7. Nab. Smith on the carry. Gain of a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
You know, sometimes plays like that aren't very pretty, but it's setting something up for the future.
Right, for Brett to not hand it to him and then go around the corner. But you're exactly right, Coach.
Smith still in there on a 2nd down and 9. Football now in the 17. Snap the Nab. Nab now rolling to his right. He's taking a shot. He's looking down into the end zone, but he overthrows it, and it's out of bounds. Incomplete. It'll bring up 3rd down.
I love that.
Nicolopoulos was the intended receiver.
And Justin made some acrobatic catches. He wasn't going to catch that one, but I like coach likes this too usually. When you have Brett Knapp or a right-handed quarterback rolling out to the right, usually good things happen.
Well, by him rolling out, the pressure that they're bringing up the middle with the blitz, he's away from it. He just overthrew that one, but Justin still almost got a hand on it.
So 3rd and 9. Football on the Devils' 17-yard line. Game tied at 7, 6:52 remaining second quarter. Nab, snap. He's going to keep the football. He's going to run straight forward. He's going to put the shoulder down.
What do you? 4th and 1.
I think Coach.
Man, he's going to be short.
Here comes John Nolik.
And he comes up 2 yards short, so it'll be 4th and 2. 43 is John Nolik. Remember, Nab is the holder. .28-yard attempt for Nolik. Nab gets it down. Nolik's kick is up, and as somebody's no good. I thought it looked like it went through,
pushed it to the
but
right.
No good to the right, and Nolik misses on the 28-yard field goal. So Eastern comes up empty after a good offensive drive and a good answer to that Devil touchdown, but they couldn't finish it off.
Yeah, and you need to in these games. You need to get points there, obviously. Obviously we're in the second quarter here, but this is kind of, this is a little uneasy time here for Eastern. It's going to be interesting to see how the defense needs to come out, have a 3-and-out, get the ball right back for the offense. John needs to have a short memory and make that next kick.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to make some, you're going to miss some, but I still would have been confident in going for it on 4th and 2. You got to come up with points.
1st down and 10 now for the Devils. Yasko, the quarterback.
I mean, by going for it, it's the same result that happened with the miss.
That's my depth chart for Fordham. I'm looking for the full roster. 26 on that last carry, gains 5. It'll be 2nd down and 5. Here he comes again. Ethan Yak again on the carry. He'll bring up 3rd down.
Gashawn Moody and Jason Bateman in on the tackle.
I'm going to say this is one of those 5 plays.
This is one of those 5 plays in this game. Absolutely, Coach. They need to come up here with a stop.
Following the Moody stop, it'll be 3rd and 5, football on the 25. Under 5, 4:50 remaining. Second quarter, right to left for the Devils.
That's on our corner.
Is that a hard count from Yasko?
Yeah, and our corner jumped on the clap. I don't think it gives him a first.
No, it doesn't. Not a 6-yard penalty.
Well, it was 3rd and 5 up on the clock.
Wow.
Yeah.
So 5-yard penalty will give them the 1st down. 1st and 10 out to the 30. 4:40 remaining. Yasko is your quarterback. Yak takes the football. And Yak is bottled up. He'll lose a yard.
That penalty, though, to me is bothersome. I can see a defensive lineman jumping, but you're up in press coverage. There's no reason on the corner to jump.
No, it's kind of a frustration penalty, if anything.
Yak does get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10 from the 30. Yasko. Snap. He's looking to throw. He's rolling. And then he sails the football over the head of his intended receiver, number 19, the tight end, the point of end. And that'll bring up a 3rd down, now 3rd down and 10.
Good pressure there by Wayne Clark. I'm going to take the words right out of Coach's mouth of, I don't know why you roll a right-handed quarterback out left. It just really makes it for a tough throw.
Well,
good job by Clark.
So here we go. 3rd down and 10. Keep your eye on number 7, Terry. 3:59 remaining. That goes taking a shot. He's looking for Terry, but he sails it out of bounds. And that'll bring up a 4th down, and Eastern will get a stop.
That should have been offsides.
Yeah,
the whole offensive line went before he snapped.
So you know what I like about that defensive series? From letting up that bad penalty for a 1st down, that woke him up. It woke everybody up. And I heard Coach yelling some stuff down there, wake up, get this team woken up. And I think that play actually woke this defense up. Great job getting a punt here.
Because those 3 plays went fast.
They went fast, and they were dominating by Eastern.
3:51 remaining, 2nd quarter. Game tied at 7. Justin Nicolopoulos standing back deep at his own 29-yard line. The punt, Nicolopoulos is going to come up. He won't take it off the bounce, and then it'll roll and come to rest at the 41-yard line, and that's where Nab and the offense will come out with 3:39 remaining here in the 2nd quarter. The Devils will get the football to start the 2nd half. Remember, they won the toss and deferred. Eastern now I'd like to see Eastern, as we all would, take advantage and eat up the remaining 3:39 and get points.
Absolutely. Got to come up with points on this drive.
Well, Coach talks about it every week, the final 4 minutes of a half, right? This is the final 3:39, and exactly. Eastern each week has gone into halftime with some momentum. They need to do it again today.
1st and 10 from their own 32-yard line. Nab is going to give the football off. That's Cujo, Curtis Johnson on the carry. And a good run for Cujo. Great to see that. And he picks up 10, and he picks up the 1st down. Curtis Johnson contributing this afternoon with a 10-yard carry.
Huge 1st down. We have the Mount Rushmore of running backs and coaches back there, or quarterback back there. Great job by Curtis Johnson getting a big 1st down on 1st down, getting that 10 yards on 1st down.
Out to the 42, 1st down and 10, 3:03 remaining 2nd quarter. Game tied at 7. Nab. Avrilian takes the football. Couldn't tell whether Nab was going to give it to him or pull it out, but Jeremiah ends up getting it straight up forward, picks up a couple yards. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think we're getting close to trick play time. We see one every week.
2:34 remaining. Football now on their own 44. Avrilian got 2, 2nd down and 8. Nab out of the gun, standing on his own 39. He keeps the football. Not much there for Nab at all. No gain. 1, 2, 3, 4 white jerseys around Nab. And the Devils playing inspired football right now on defense. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and 7. And we're about to reach the 2-minute timeout here in the 2nd quarter. And Eastern and FDU in a fight right now, tied up at 7.
Well, FDU's taking away what Eastern does really well, and that's running the ball. And this defense has been playing really well. FDU, Eastern needs to figure out what they can do a little different. Those jet sweeps or some screens, or get the ball downfield to some of their playmakers to change this little momentum up that's been going FDU's direction.
Yeah, I like the rollout. Halftime is not going to be a happy place to be. I'm sure he's going to get on him. I mean, there's one thing to play a little bit of lackadaisical. Like there's no spark right now. You got to get into this game now.
And last week was kind of a disjointed game. I mean, they won big and they shut out Widener, but it was kind of a disjointed game. You and I kept looking at the scoreboard and going, Eastern's up here, and obviously we're on the other sideline. with the Widener section. I mean, the Widener section last week was dead, but we're right behind the Eastern section, and everybody's kind of flat. I don't know why they're as flat as they are with their last home game here, but I think it's going to be addressed at halftime.
And we're not playing poorly. I don't want to get the wrong idea. I mean, our offense has moved the ball. We just haven't produced points. Our defense has done well. They only gave up 7, and it was on a short field. So we haven't played poorly. We're just not finishing things.
3rd down and 7 when they snap the football on their own 45-yard line. An important snap. Nab, pass, fires, pass, complete. Knowles on the end. He's out past the line to game. Elijah Knowles gets on the stat sheet and picks up the 1st down.
Great job by Elijah Knowles. He's one of those team zero guys, been staying ready, always rotates in, hasn't had a lot of catches this year. That is one of the biggest catches of the game so far. Great job, Elijah, being ready and big catch.
So 1st down and 10 for Nab now on the 47 of the Devils. Here comes Smith on the sweep. He runs to the far side of the field, and he's knocked out at the line to gain. Looks like he picks up 10, and it'll be another 1st down. Clock is at 1:35. It'll start to move once they set the down marker.
He went out, so will the clock start?
Nope, it should stop. I'll tell you, I love that jet sweep call again by Nate Hinkle.
Looks like he stepped out way short.
What are our sticks doing?
No, that's not right.
So they corrected on the field. It was a 9-yard gain for Naseek Smith.
He went out of bounds on the right side of the stick. How can it be short?
So 2nd and 1. Nab, he's going to keep it. Nab is not going to get it. It'll bring up 3rd down. Third and 1. 1:20 remaining. 1st half. Clock on the move. Eastern taking their time.
Yeah, we're playing calmly, maybe a little too calm for my liking.
Football on the 38. 1:04. Nab. Under a minute. Here comes Avrilla.
Gotta start thinking about
Brilliant gets the 1st down.
And that stops the clock.
Just to move the sticks.
Yeah, play should be in already. You got to start thinking about going in with these in your pocket doesn't help you.
52, 1st and 10, clock back on the move. Devils blitzing. Nab, straight back, steps up in the pocket. Now he's going to run. Now he's hit right out the 30-yard line, falls forward. Easton's going to take a timeout. We'll keep it here. 37 seconds remaining.
That's why I'd like to see more rollout. They're bringing somebody up through the A gap every time.
And it looks like they're having a spy on him, too.
Yeah.
The linebacker back there spying Brett, which is a smart move. Obviously, they've been looking at tape. This is a big drive in this game. They need to come up, if it's a field goal, obviously they need to convert on that. But obviously a touchdown is preferred. Go into halftime, be up 14-7 going into halftime. Feel a little bit better at halftime. But obviously, as Coach said, this will not be a fun halftime to go in and get your orange slice.
No, it'll be pretty direct, I believe.
There's just so much to play for Eastern, right? And FDU's doing everything that they're supposed to do as the away team. I give them a lot of credit. They could have come up here and just said, hey, this is a better team than us. Let's just, lay down and try to win against Alberni next week on our senior day. But hats off to FDU.
And they don't have a running. They don't have a running game. So I mean, it's a one-dimensional right now.
2nd down and 6. Football on the 29 of the Devils. Snap the Nab. He's under pressure. Swings it to Avrilian. Avrilian breaks a tackle. Crosses the 30. Still on his feet before he's knocked up out of bounds. Hardly driven out of bounds. 30 seconds remaining. 1st half. Game tied at 7.
Jeremiah's effort right there saved the timeout.
I was just going to say that saved a timeout by getting out of bounds.
It'll be 3rd and 4 from the 27-yard line. Update now coming in on that Misericordia Del Val game. Del Val putting it to Misericordia. Del Val 17 and Misericordia with a goose egg on the scoreboard as of right now. Nab keeps the football short.
Take a timeout.
It'll bring up 4th down. Clock still running. Not sure what Eastern's doing. I guess they're going to run it down and kick a field goal. And it'll be 4th and 3.
And thanks to Dan Mal, the SID, of giving us those scores. But we shouldn't care what Del Val is doing against Misericordia. Eastern needs to take care of their business today. Obviously, we want Del Val to beat Misericordia for the MAC conference or the MAC championship here. But you want to win it on the field, right, Coach?
Yep. I'm not.
Kick
well, that's why I'm up here. And I thought we didn't use the clock very well there. We didn't use our timeouts very well. And I don't know that I wouldn't go for 4th and 1 at this point. I mean, last time we did it.
Conservative-looking Eastern Eagles football team against an 0-8 Devils team. You're playing your final regular season game, and you got the conference on the line. Come on, boys, come out here and go for this thing.
I mean, the last time we went for it, we handed it to Verley, and he went up, 6-7 yards through the middle.
And that was a 4th and 6, right? Yeah.
So 4th and 3.
Well, they definitely have, they definitely know that John can do this. So
yeah, I mean,
let's get this 3, John.
Nolik, a 42-yard attempt for the lead at the break. And FDU will put a little ice on the leg, and they take a timeout.
Yeah, that icing doesn't work on John Nolik. But
even if you took the timeout at like 19 or 20 seconds and bring your field goal team out, if you're thinking about a fake and you get it, I mean, we're talking 1.5 yards here. If you get it, you take your timeout. Now you still have 17, 15 seconds left. Then take a shot, and then bring your kicker in again. Right. And again, that's why I'm sitting here.
Right, as we know, it's always easier from up here, right?
Heck yeah.
And it's why coaches get second guessed and, everything that they have to deal with from guys like us up here.
Again, I like what Krause said. Hey, guys, let's go. This is it.
All right, now we're ready to go. Nolik will attempt 42-yard field goal to end the first half and give Eastern the lead. Nab will hold. Snap. Hold. His kick is blocked by the Devils. Never had a chance, as the football was a low kick from Nolik, and the half will come to an end, and the Devils rejoice after that attempted field goal, and we reach the half with Eastern 7 and the FDU Devils 7. We're going to pause for a break, and then Warren and I will be back with the halftime show. You're listening to Eastern University football across the JAKIB Sports Network.
What if you could earn an MBA fully online in just 10 months for only $9,900? Eastern University's cutting-edge MBA in Organizational Management is designed to fit what you need in an MBA program. Our innovative LifeFlex model offers 100% online classes that you can complete at your own pace within each 7-week semester. We know how hard you work for your money, so we're thrilled to offer our MBA at only $9,900, making our program between 50 to 80% less expensive than most other schools, while ensuring quality and excellence with the support of our expert faculty. We even offer a concentration in business analytics, an essential skill set needed in today's data-driven economy. With start dates every 7 weeks, Eastern's MBA is handcrafted for you and your needs. So what are you waiting for? Apply today at eastern.edu/MBA.
The following is a presentation of JAKIB Sports.
Sean McNamara, Gainesville, PA, all snapper.
John Nolan, Aston, PA, kicker.
Jeremiah Brilliant from Miami Gardens, Florida, BWA.
Dylan Weathers, Bessemer, Alabama, fullback.
Name is Sabora Stevens, Philadelphia, PA, quarterback.
Welcome to the Eastern University Football Halftime Show, presented by Eastern University, highly ranked by U.S. News and World Report for this academic year, with online MBA programs priced just under $10,000. Contact Eastern right now at eastern.edu. Now here's Warren Schmidt and Joe Krause. Let's go Eastern. Let's go EAGLES.
And we're back here live at halftime at Radnor Road, where it is Eastern University and the FDU Devils caught up in a battle right now. Eastern 7 and the Devils 7. Again, that halftime ending as John Nolick attempting a 42-yard field goal blocked by the Devils, and the game is tied rather at 7 with FDU getting the football to start the third quarter. Along with my partner Warren Schmidt, we'll bring in our special guest Dr. Kenton Sparks in just a moment. First half observations, Warren. The way that half ended, you saw a very, very emotionally excited Devils defense to get that block as Eastern was trying to get that 3-point lead.
As well they should be. FDU played a really good half. They're not playing like they have not won a game all year. They are definitely bottling up the Eastern offense with good field position. That's exactly what you want to have happen for their offense to go in and score and make this 7-7. I mean, it's 7-7, and it feels like we're losing 35-0.
Well, a good friend of mine one time told me, Krause, handle your business or your business will handle you. And when you look at the scoreboard in the first quarter and you see Misericordia getting beat pretty bad right now, they're down 17, Del Val up 17-0. The business at hand is there for Eastern. Let's bring in Dr. Kenton Sparks, who joins us up on the box. Let's start about all the good stuff first, my friend. It is just great to start the broadcast today talking about a 7-1 overall football team, an opportunity to be in playoff conversation. All great stuff for this franchise, for this university, for this head coach, and for everybody that's been involved.
Yeah, thank you, Joe, and thank Warren for having me. I do want to say we're so grateful to our coaching staff and to the players for having achieved what they have so far this year. It was not expected in year 3 that we would be 7-1 and be atop the MAC conference. I will say, though, like any football fan, I'm ready for what's next. This is a big game, and if we win, by my calculations, we have the tiebreaker on the 3 teams below us. So this should be the clincher. But, if I told you we were going to have 200-plus yards in the first half, no turnovers, and be in a tie game with a team that only has less than 50 yards, you wouldn't guess that the score would be 7-7. But that, as you said, that's why they play the game, right?
And the score is the score, right?
It is.
But, let's get to this game and what this team has done. They could be hosting a playoff game year 3. You got to honor your Team Zero guys this year, the cornerstone of this program. It's really special for you, I'm sure, to see those guys that you've gotten a chance to meet. And I'll tell you, not every president and provost knows some of the players, right? That just happens here at Eastern, right?
That's
and for you to know some of these Team Zero guys that got honored today with their parents, take me back 4 years ago when these guys came here in the belief that this could happen, and then see it all happen today.
Well, I wouldn't say we didn't believe, just so you know. We didn't doubt
not
that
in
this
year
could
3.
happen.
No, not
in year 3. We didn't expect it. But, it was a bit sobering because up until this year, we didn't have to ask, who are we going to lose? But when you look at losing Avril and you look at losing Nab, who are really cornerstones of our offense. That is right. I mean, it's that next stage of football where you have to not only be focused on what's happening this year, but you have to plan for the future. I know Billy's doing that, but yeah, great to have seniors and to see the picture of them all together. And that's the group that hung with us from the beginning. So that inaugural team, we love them.
And actually, what's going to be kind of cool is you're actually going to have some alumni guys that you can start sending some letters to about, hey, let's give some money back.
We will not
program.
hesitate. We will not hesitate.
Which is great to see. But let's get back to the game. I know you know football pretty well. What are you seeing out there? Again, Eastern has been dominating this game, but it only matters what's going on the scoreboard.
Yeah, well, I mean, in a game like this, there are a couple of things that are happening that drive the outcome. One is just one play doesn't work, or one penalty, and it kind of kills your drive. We've missed 2 field goals, right? So you can kind of see how that plays out. You can gain 400 yards, but if every time you're close, you have a miscue or something, then you don't get in the end zone. So there's that. The other thing that I think is really fascinating about the game is how much trouble we have had running the ball up the middle. Because if you look at our year so far, that's been a key part of our offense. I'm impressed by the stout defensive front of FDU. You notice our jet sweeps; they're very effective. So I'm sure the coaches are looking at that.
And Widener actually did that last week. They were stocking the box. They had 5 defensive linemen down there, and FDU is playing a variation of that. But you're right. And Coach Crocker actually said it on the coaches show with Joe and I on the JAKIB Media channel of they wanted to get more perimeter stuff, which is that jet sweeps that have been working. And then that one play with Curtis Johnson coming out. Put your offensive coordinator hat on right now. What are you doing in the second half? Because first off, defense needs to come out, get a 3 and out, get good field position for the offense. But on that first offensive series, what are you doing?
So 2 things. Number one, I would use more of the sweep, because when you watch them, it pulls their defense out on both sides of the field, and it stretches them out. It keeps them honest in the middle. So I would be running more sweeps, because so far they've not stopped one of them, right? So there's that. The other thing is our short passing game has been pretty effective. And also, if you're rushing and you have the threat of the jet sweep, you're going to have openings right there in the middle on those short passes. The longer passes are tough. I mean, we've tried 2, I think, really long passes, and their coverage was really good, very good. So, I'd be looking at short passes and sweeps. And then maybe that opens you up in the middle.
And real quick, Dr. Kenton Sparks, the new passing game coordinator for Eastern, he'll be out with us at Eastern with the headset on.
Good stuff. My friend, appreciate you coming up in the box here at halftime. We're going to pause for a break, and then we've got special guests here going to join us as Eastern is getting involved, as they always do. That's what this university stands for. All of that coming up. We're going to pause for 60 seconds. You're listening to Eastern University football across the JAKIB Sports Network.
What if you could earn an MBA fully online in just 10 months for only $9,900? Eastern University's cutting-edge MBA in organizational management is designed to fit what you need in an MBA program. Our innovative LifeFlex model offers 100% online classes that you can complete at your own pace within each 7-week semester. We know how hard you work for your money, so we're thrilled to offer our MBA at only $9,900, making our program between 50 to 80% less expensive than most other schools, while ensuring quality and excellence with the support of our expert faculty. We even offer a concentration in business analytics, an essential skill set needed in today's data-driven economy. With start dates every 7 weeks, Eastern's MBA is handcrafted for you and your needs. So what are you waiting for? Apply today at eastern.edu/MBA.
The following is a presentation of JAKIB Sports.
Inside North Philadelphia Aztecs, DB.
Shamad Pud Clack, Northeast Philly, D tackle.
Martin Juju Campbell, North Philadelphia Aztecs, D1. DeAndre Salters, Philadelphia, wide receiver.
My name is Tobias Cook. I'm from Allentown, Pennsylvania, and I play long snapper.
Jason Bateman, Upper Darby, linebacker.
Willemski LaFontaine, West Palm Beach, Florida, defensive lineman.
And we're back here live on the JAKIB Sports Network. We are at halftime here at Radnor Road. Game tied up, Eastern 7 and the FDU Devils 7. Game caught up in a real battle here. You can make the case or make the argument, as Dr. Sparks did, that, hey, the offense is playing pretty good football. They're putting yards up. They just don't have the points to show for it, and that's what it looks like so far.
Yeah, the red zone offense has not been good. Obviously, the one block field goal and the missed field goal obviously is not a good thing. And then obviously, we talked about on the broadcast, do not give a bad team a short field, which they did. That was not the defensive fault. But again, last week they won 35-0, and I thought the game was 1-0. And then today it's 7-7. It feels like we're down 35-0, right? So it's just amazing how it feels. But it's 7-7, right? So defense needs to come out, get a 3-and-out, big kick from John Nola, 3-and-out, get the offense to get some points, and then run away the second half. And I know I'm going to steal Bing's line right here. They're a second-half team.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm hoping we're going to come out and see a big play. We need a spark. It's a little flat right now, but we are a second-half team, and we got a bunch of seniors, as we saw earlier today. 30-some or 25 seniors that came out there. So hopefully those guys have been around, a little bit of leadership, get those guys going. I would not want to be in there getting that halftime speech right now because I know exactly what that's going to be. But hopefully it lights a fire and we'll get it moving.
Well, before we continue our conversation, who were the guys up in the box? I thought they were the special guests coming on because Eastern is involved in a charity event today, which I want to talk about. But two guys jumped in the box. I'm like, who are these guys?
So there's two high school buddies, Dave Krupnick, Greg Grauer. Dave, I played with at Cheltenham and then at Perkiomen, and Greg Grauer was at Perkiomen. We all got 3 recruited to play at FDU. I did not go. Those 2 went and played at FDU, so they're actually alumni at FDU. We are not getting those guys on there, but they're great guys, and it's great to see them supporting their old university, because when they were playing there, they're not winning a lot of games.
Never know who's going to walk in the box when you're live on the air, brother.
Hey, with Krause, you walk in the box, you're getting a headphone.
You're getting a headset.
I got to go talk to my security and find out how they're letting up here.
Yeah.
Tell me about the charity. What's going on there?
Yeah, so we have the Headstrong Foundation out there. They've been around for a long time, but one of our long snapper out there, Sean McNamara, introduced us a few years back. But basically what the charity is, they're trying to raise money against cancer. They're trying to give meals for for families that are in the hospitals right now. So it's a great foundation. I think the university itself, for the football program, I think we raised almost $4,000.
Wow.
So we're out here taking donations today. I think last year they said they did around 500. So hopefully we can do a little bit better than that. But again, anytime we can rally around a cause like that, part of what we are, it's faith, faith, reason, and justice, right? So anytime we can have that service component, we can get involved in a great organization and, have our students lead it. I mean, that's a win for us.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Listen, it's a powerful university to be a part of. There's for all of those reasons. So when you say, hey, 1 year ago, they raised X, and this year we already know they're going to exceed X and raise Y. But that partnership and changing the ability to change the lives of people you'll never know, I think is part of what the Eastern culture is. Despite what happens on the football field, it's great to hear that they're back again. I remember we had them up in the box last year, which is why I thought your buddies who were invading the box were part of the charity coming in. I couldn't quite figure out what it was, and I was giving them the 1 minute sign, and they're like, "Okay." So they were ready. They were ready.
Jumped on.
They would have jumped on. I don't know how good.
They might be getting a Chick-fil-A sandwich over there too. But we're real fortunate. Brian Bingaman, the athletic director up here. We didn't introduce him in the beginning, but everyone knows him as Bing. Let's go to the game, and let's go to just this season, and then all the recruits that are here, and how you're building this program, and then the extra things with Logan having this charity here. You guys are we talk about it all the time, the Eastern difference. How you guys strive to do everything a little better, a little different. And we see it all the time, but how's that translating? It was amazing to see how many recruits you had when you thought only 20 were going to come, and it was overflowing with recruits and parents.
It's great to have momentum, right? And even if you look, like you go in the Inquirer, Delco Times, all those, it's the college football. It's always something about Nova, something about Temple, something about Penn State, and then it's, hey, have you heard about Eastern? And that's been coming out every week.
Man, I love to hear you say that.
It's unbelievable, but again, I was talking to Billy the other day about it. It's awesome to have football. I forgot how much I missed it because I was away from it, but to have winning football, good product, great kids. There's just something about it, especially when you get down towards the stretch of what we're trying to build for. And I'm not going to jinx us, but I think we all know what we're trying to play for here, right? But to just have that trajectory and have that within our reach, it brings a bit different energy to the university.
Right, to the whole university, not just all the student athletes have been
everybody.
buying in. We saw it at when we had our game day out there of how many coaches and student athletes came, and the band, like, doing extra time out there. It was just great to see.
And the other one is too, is like, we're also buying for a championship, but women's volleyball is doing what women's volleyball does. We will be hosting our first round of the MAC championships on Wednesday night, 7:00. And most likely we will be hosting again for the championship game on Saturday. So men's basketball is going to play Ryder next week, Division I Ryder. I mean,
Well, that was the one thing that was the one thing, and I know I don't want to talk long, so I don't want to run out of time, but that was the one thing that I took away from our first crack at a college game day was the ability for us to get an understanding from the coaches and players that make up the full athletic department. There's a lot of great athletes here. There's a lot of competitors here, and they all want to win. Football being one piece of it, but athletically, the footprint of Eastern is in the Delaware Valley and then beyond is really growing significantly.
No, absolutely. And like I said, it's our doorstep, right? Athletics is a doorstep to university. So anytime you can be competitive, you put a great product out, and then more importantly, have great people like we do and great students and coaches, ambassadors. I mean, again, it's a win-win for us. So it just builds that momentum and people know about you. And, again, it's tough when people know about you because they don't see you coming, but that's also, I'll take that bullseye on my back any day of the week.
It's just amazing the buy-in that you guys have created here. When obviously we deal with football players more, but talking to these football guys, they don't care about stats. You can see how they block. You can see how they do all the little things. They just care about winning, and that's just a testament from the top, bottom. Crocker, you, Kenton Sparks, Matt, everybody. It's just great to see when it translates into these young student athletes and what they say.
Hey, team football, it's the greatest team sport there is. So love hearing that.
Good stuff from the AD. Appreciate you, brother. Well done. We got a second half of football to play, and we are expecting a completely different second half from the first half. The first half in the books with Eastern and FDU tied up at 7. We'll get the coach, Bernie Nowatarski, back into the box. Him and Warren will take a quick look at some of the stats from that first half as we get ready for second half football across the JAKIB Sports Network. Back in a moment.
The One Big Beautiful Bill was recently enacted by Congress. Many provisions such as no tax on tips and no tax on overtime can help reduce tax liability for many taxpayers. Are you unsure how the provisions of the bill will impact your taxes? Want to avoid any unforeseen surprises when filing your 2025 tax returns? Then you need to contact the tax professionals at Mankowski Associates CPA LLC. They will review your returns and provide guidance on how the changes will impact your return. They can be reached at 215-682-7366. And be sure to mention Eastern University for special discounts. That's 215-682-7366.
Cody Green, Washington, D.C., offensive line.
Jaden Johnson, Gettysburg, running back.
Chris Rivera, Raleigh, North Carolina, wide receiver.
Mason Ortelli, Exeter, Pennsylvania, quarterback.
Vaughn Wheeler, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, wide receiver.
You're listening to Eastern University football, live across the JAKIB Sports Network. Let's get back to the broadcast with Warren Schmidt, Bernie Nowatarski, and Joe Krause. Let's go Eastern. Let's go EAGLES.
Man, we're back here live on Radnor Road. Thanks for being with us across the JAKIB Sports Network. Game tied up at halftime. Eastern 7, FDU 7. Both teams back out on the field. Coach B didn't get an opportunity because we had a lot of guests today here up in the box at halftime. But I want to get some of your first half thoughts and what needs to happen differently from this Eastern football team to go take the brass ring and win the game.
I think the bottom line is, first I'm going to say, this is not a trap game. So let's wipe that off the table. This is a game that we should win. Looking at the stats, It's exactly what I thought the stats were going to say. We're leading in every category. The thing that I see, though, is we're tight. I mean, we're usually like a Wild West shootout team, loose and ready to go. We're playing tight, and they've got to loosen up and start letting things happen that they've done all season.
Well, the second half is already underway. A Nola kick, and then a trick play down on the goal line as a lateral back to number 21, and the Devils will come out on a 1st down and 10. They'll start out under 35. Good opening kick by Nolik, but I think the Devils are, with that play, said, hey, we're here to win it. We're here to play. We'll do whatever we have to get in this game.
That's a play that's loose. Let's throw it to the wind and see what happens.
Well, when you haven't won a game, you should play loose, right? Good play there by Noriano Smith on that tackle. But, Coach, you're exactly right. Eastern's playing a little tight here, and they shouldn't be.
No, they're in a situation they've never been in. They are playing for a championship here, but you're playing a team that you should be whooping.
1st down and 10 now for the Devils. They'll go left to right. They'll have a 1st down and 10. Yasko, the quarterback, number 5. He'll start in out of the gun. Snap to him. He's going to keep the football, and Yasko runs forward. Short gain by Yasko.
When you look at the stats from the first half, FDU's offense, I mean, there's nothing really. They've had one drive that was short, and other than that, we've shut them down.
Bateman on the stop. Yasko gets 2, so 2nd down and 8. Snap. Short pitch and catch. Fires over to his intended receiver, Terry, who he loves. Terry's got it. Pass is complete. Steps up out of bounds. Short of the line to gain. It'll bring up 3rd down.
You know, it's great having Dr. Kenton Sparks in the box, talking football. And he was saying, hey, Eastern's been moving the ball, total yards. You would think they were dominating this game, but in the red zone, they've sputtered, and that's where it matters.
So 3rd down now from their own 40-yard line. Yasko. Standing on his own 35. He's going to throw for it. Here comes pressure, and his pass is incomplete as he fired intended for number 86, Nick Williams, but it was thrown behind Williams, and the Devils will have to punt.
Gashawn Moody coming off the edge there. Again, Bernie and I talk about it all the time. Pressure a quarterback in his hands or his feet or his head or high always makes an errant throw. Good job by the defense.
Yeah, unless we jump off sides here or do something stupid.
Oh,
wow.
Almost blocked. Newhouse was able to get it off. Pressure on him, but the punter gets it out, and it's handled and with a fair catch for Eastern, and they'll start and take over. Nicolopoulos down at the 21-yard line, and that's where the offense will have their first possession of the second half. Check the box, 3 and out, get the football back.
Wayne Clark almost blocked that punt, and I'll tell you, Wayne Clark's been playing really well at the defensive tackle position, but as Bernie was going to say, they should have blocked that punt. This kid takes a long time to get the ball off.
I think it either went under him or he went by it. That would have been a huge
All right, 1st and 10 for Eastern from their own 22. Moving right to left. Nab is going to keep the football. Not much there for Nab, but he struggles forward. Gets out to the 25-yard line. Gain of 3. 2nd down and 7.
Again, I think this offense needs to attack the perimeter. Obviously between the center and the guard, there's not been much room for Nab and Jeremiah Brilliant and Cujo to run in. Some of these plays have been working or been jet sweeps in the perimeter.
We need a spark play. Something to put a spark in the group.
From the 25 on a 2nd down and 7. Smith in motion. Fake to Aurelian. Flips to Smith. He's got it. He's over the 35-yard line. Spins. Has the 1st down. Boys knocked up out of bounds. Nasik Smith gives a little bit of spark to the offense and picks up a 1st down.
Yeah, I like that play call. Again, getting your playmakers in space, get them the ball and let them get some of those yards after the catch.
Open the playbook up if you have to.
Yep, I agree, especially on that perimeter, right, Coach? I mean, you can still, you can still play conservative, but not conservative. But attack that perimeter of this defense.
Out to the 36-yard line, 1st down and 10. 12:18 remaining third quarter. Game still tied up at 7. First possession of the second half. Fake to Smith on a jet sweep. Nab's going to keep it. He's on his horse, and he crosses the 45-yard line, and he gets down just short of the line to gain for a first down. Give him 9. It'll be second down and 1.
That's a tough gain for 9 yards going boundary side like that, but it does work.
And that's what you need to do. Just keep getting these first downs. Just keep clicking it down and get it all the way down to this goal line.
We have moved the ball. The red zone hasn't done anything.
Second down and 1 from the 45-yard line. 11:35 remaining. Nab out of the gun, standing on his own 40, pulls it out of the belly, keeps the football, crosses midfield, and down the sideline he goes, and he's run up out of bounds, down close to the 20-yard line. Brett Nab with a big gain. First down, Eastern.
Spark play,
and number 15, Rivera, big block on that play to spring in for an extra 20. Great job by Brett Nab. You know, Brett tends to do this sometimes, puts that Superman cape on and says, hey, I'm going to lead this team down and we're going to get points.
Well, in my unofficial stats in my brain, he just went over 1,000 in rushing.
Well, on a 31-yard carry, he definitely did. First down and 10, down to the 24-yard line of the Devils. Smith in motion. Nab sets up the screen. Pass complete. That's Jeremiah Avrillian. And Avrillian is going to find his way. No flags. Jeremiah Avrillian into the end zone. His second of the day. And Eastern strikes first in the second half.
So as Bing was saying, it was not going to be a fun halftime in there for getting your orange slice. Whatever Coach Crocker said, whatever Nate Hinkle said, whatever Corey David said, Colin Scott, all the coaches in there, that's exactly what you want your offense to do.
Now Nolican following the touchdown to make it 14. And the kick from Nolik is up, and the kick is good. So the Eastern Eagles, on their opening possession of the second half, they have a touchdown, and they now lead 14-7, 10:35 remaining.
And I'm going to announce our new passing game coordinator, Dr. Kenton Sparks. He called that at halftime, what they need to do, those middle screens, attack the perimeter. He's going to be in the box for Eastern football next week. I'm adding
a headset to the crew, my friend. All right, good stuff. So Eastern did what they had to do on that drive. Coach B, that's exactly what you said at the end as we were ending halftime, and that's exactly what this team delivered.
3 and out in defense is what you needed, and an offensive drive that produced points. Brought the crowd back into it as well. We're still a little not ignited on the sideline yet, but I think it's coming. It almost felt like we were losing.
And now the kick back to the 2-yard line. 21 on the return. That's Keon Banks. And this time, an inspired special teams for Eastern following the touchdown. Stopped in there by Cole Jones. And it'll be a 1st and 10 now for the Devils. And all of a sudden, guys, there's a little bit of a change in the air following that opening drive here in the second half.
That is a huge play on a special team to put them down around the 10-yard line. That's a field flip on a kickoff.
And Coach B put the nail on the head right there. They got a spark there. What gets sparked? Special teams. You tend to cover a little hard. Cole Jones, one of the first guys down there, 4 other guys. Gang tackling on special teams. Great job by John Nolik with a good deep kick.
Because FDU is not going to beat you with a running game. So get after him another 3 and out.
First down and 10 now for Yasko from his own 12. 28 on the carry for FDU.
Kind of reminds me when we played Misericordia. Keep running the ball.
Jaden Todd on the stop.
Jaden Todd coming up from his safety position. Wow. Way to fill that hole, Jaden. Great play there.
Cyrus Martin, number 28 for the Devils. He's still in there on a second down. Yasko, he's got pressure. He steps up. He's got room, and he's out past the first down marker, and before he's hit and tackled, but he picks up the first down. Good run by Matthew Yasko, the quarterback. It'll be first down Devils.
I'm okay with it. I mean, you forced him to run because you put pressure on him. He had great coverage. No one was open, so he ran for 10 yards. I'll allow it.
Yep. Good play there by Drew Beckford from the safety position, not allowing him to get more there.
First and 10 for Yasko. All alone and in the gun. Motion. Yasko going to keep the football. Maybe a yard for the quarterback. So a yard for Yasko. Wilson gets credit for the stop. It'll be 2nd and 9 from the 29.
FDU's changing the play here.
8:40 remaining third quarter. Daniels in motion. He's the intended receiver, or Terry rather is the intended receiver, and that is incomplete.
That took a long time to run a bad play.
Yeah, I'll tell you, good job. If he didn't get rid of that play, wow, Gashawn Moody was going to plant number 5 in that 20-yard line.
They changed the play at least once, and we didn't change ours. We were coming regardless.
I like him coming off that defensive end position.
So 3rd and 9 from their own 29. 8:29 remaining third quarter. Yasko with the hard snap. Takes it. Here comes Moody again. Shot down the field is incomplete. Intended down the field for number 20, Elijah Tavares, but no shot from Elijah, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the defense again forces a punt after that one first down. So they did pick up one first down, but they forced the punt.
About a 5 and out.
That's a 5 and out, right?
Yep. Jaden Todd, good job there on the back end. Safety.
Closest
good coverage back there.
Closest receiver to that was the back judge.
Yeah, the back judge, yeah.
And now the punt from Newhouse goes down. No flag. He was looking for it.
He got blocked.
Nicolopoulos on the return. Runs out of bounds over at the 44-yard line. And that's where Nav and the offense will come out. First down and 10 from their own 44. 8 minutes, 13 seconds remaining. Third quarter. Eastern has 1 touchdown in the first half. 1 touchdown here on their first possession in the second half, and they lead 14-7.
Really good punt return there by Justin Nicolopoulos. Anytime you're getting positive yards on the punt return is a good thing. He fielded a low punt, fielded it cleanly, and got some positive yards. Good job by Justin, as well as what he's been doing all game.
First and 10 for Nav. 8:13 remaining third quarter. Nav on his own 39. Here comes Smith. Smith crosses midfield, and before he's ankle tackled down by number 14 on the defense, or Smith was looking to gain a lot more on that.
That's a nice first down play.
Palacios, number 14, gets credit for the stop.
Did you see that block by Jeremiah Brilliant? I mean, and Dom Franks, it just, again, the
unselfish.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking, right? The unselfish play of all these guys. I love seeing these guys do the dirty things of blocking and doing all the right things to spring other guys for yards.
Second down and 3 from the Devils' 49-yard line. Nav, he's under pressure. He's taking a shot. He has Jeremiah Brilliant, but he misses him. And Jeremiah was open down the sideline, but too much on the football from Nav.
I said it earlier. At least get him out of the backfield and down. That makes the defense think when you've got to worry about a back out.
Yep. And Brett needed another second there in the pocket to get that ball down to Jeremiah Brilliant.
You know who I didn't see? I just saw him on the sideline in street clothes. Is Chris Leader. I didn't know he got hurt last week or is out, but he's in street clothes today. He had a heck of a last 2 weeks blocking on the line.
3rd and 3, football on the 49 of the Devils. 7 minutes, 24 seconds remaining. Nav fakes to Jeremiah, keeps the football, and then picks up No, he's spotted short of the line to gain. It'll bring up a 4th down.
Yeah, this is when I think you just need to go for it here.
It'll be 4th on a yard.
Get behind Dylan.
As soon as you see 35 coming in, Dylan Weathers, you know they're going for it on 4th and 1.
Yep. Yeah, well, Dylan and 87, Dom Franks, the Bash brothers.
4th on a yard from the 47 of the Devils. 6:45 remaining. Avrilian behind now. The give us to Jeremiah. Stops, hit, and he may not have made it. And he is stopped short. And the Devils come up with a big stop.
That's a huge stop for FDU right there.
I'm still all right with going for it.
Absolutely I am. Good play by FDU there to stuff them. They had the beef line over here. They had.
We didn't really run to it, though. I would have set both of them up to the same side and the tight end and follow them all the way through. Even send the back and let Brett keep it. You're now blocking out manning that side of the field.
I would like to see Brett take that ball there. But again, the defense has been playing really well, so bet on your defense.
I said I'm still all right with going for it.
I absolutely am too.
So Yasko on the offense come out. 1st down and 10 from their own 47. Left to right. They trail by a touchdown. 14-7. First down carry from Yak. He'll gain 5. It'll be 2nd down and 5. From now the Eastern 48. Yasko. Moody. Pressure from the outside. Passes incomplete. No flag. Intended for number 88, Dunleavy.
I thought he was going to throw it.
I did too. I was waiting for it. 3rd and 5.
They were both banging each other, so good no call.
That was great coverage there by number 1, Jamari James.
And Moody was coming hard again from that backside.
So 3rd and 5, 5:59 remaining. Football from the Eastern 48. Moody, pressure, forces Yasko out. Yasko, flag on the play. They chase Yasko down.
We're going to get a hold. I decline it.
Yeah. And that was an effort play by Freddie DiNardo, the freshman defensive lineman, number 52. They held him.
Moody's limping a little bit. Boy, he came hard.
Moody came hard and he came fast.
Yes. He disrupted that whole play. He's going to take it. I'd take the yardage because on the punt, they won't flip the field.
So it should be from the spot.
Illegal blindside ball. Number 72 on the offense. That's a 15-yard penalty. 3rd down.
From the line of scrimmage or from the spot?
Yeah, I thought it should be from the spot, but 15 yarders you have to take.
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
So the 15-yard penalty against the Devils.
FDU's breaking the huddle. We haven't even moved the penalty yet.
Why is it from the line of scrimmage? It should be from the
spot where it happened.
Which would have been right around.
They're marking it down at the 37, right? At the 37.
That's not 15 yards.
3rd and 20. 5:47 remaining now. Yasko. Short pitch and catch. Terry has it. But they have him. And Terry gets out to the 43. Is football out? Eastern saying they have it. They have it anyway.
Good play by the defense there.
Yep,
at least 5 hats on that ball, on that receiver.
And that'll bring up a 4th down.
3 real good defensive series.
And that's why you go for it on 4th down, right, Coach?
Mm-hmm.
And now Nicolopoulos is back deep. He's standing at his 15. Ball bounce, roll, and come to a stop inside the Eastern 15 with 4:57 remaining. Nab in the offense will have a 1st and 10, and they lead 14-7.
Yeah, it's when the offense needs to come back out, and we're going to sound like a broken record. They need to get some points here.
Yeah.
They need to make this this game's going to be close, I think, the whole game, right? But they need to instill it. Well, at least at a minimum, flip the field, get the defense back out there if need be, but get at least 3 on this drive to make this 2 points, a two-score game.
Do what you do best, but don't be afraid to have the playbook open. Don't force anything. It'd be great. You'd take a ton of time off the clock on this and score.
So 1st and 10 for Nab on the offense. 4:57. And Nab straight up the field. He's got room. He's at the 35. Crosses midfield. And Brett Nab with another big run.
Or you just put the Superman cape on number 5 and let him run up the middle for, what was that, 40 yards, 50 yards?
No. All I know is the big play.
That's a huge play.
Where is he going with the ball?
To the 45-yard line of the Devils.
I know that's not where I thought he went out.
1st and 10. Following the big run by Nab. From the 45 of the Devils. He's standing at midfield. He's going to snap and keep the football again. Right side, gets down close to the 40-yard line. And Nab again keeps the football. They mark him at the 41-yard line. It'll be 2nd down.
You know, they've had those big chunk yardage plays, and that's a good 1st down play to get, 5 yards there. Just need to not stall on this side of the 50.
3:39 remaining, 3rd quarter. See what Nab will dial up. Standing on the 46. He's back. Pressure. Nab's taking a shot. He's got his man. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
That's just a post down the middle of the field.
Wide open touchdown.
This is a great post route by Eddie Swinton.
Big play, Eddie Swinton, touchdown, Eastern.
Brett Nab was able to stay in the pocket. Great job by the offensive line. Great ball there by Brett. Great job by the offense there. The only thing they didn't do is take time off the clock, but we'll take the touchdown.
All right.
Absolutely. Right, Coach?
Nolik now in for the extra point. Good play by Nab to get the snap down, and Nolik's kick is up and good. And just like that, Eastern converts and now extends the lead to 21-7.
Momentum is a strange female, isn't it? It comes and it goes, but we definitely have come out and playing different.
It just, they're making plays. And to your point, Coach, you're right. They're playing tight. I think they started playing a little looser, and that's also a testament to the coaching staff of what Nate Hinkle and Colin Scott are calling for these guys. But they're executing this offense. Defense is playing lights out.
I've always told my players and my kids, sometimes you forget to have fun playing this game. Go out and have some fun doing this. You're so tight. You're go out there and enjoy yourself. This is fun. Where else can you run into somebody as hard as you want and not get in trouble for it?
Unless you get a penalty.
Yeah, well, that's
so
yardage.
3:19 remaining, 21 now for Eastern, 7 for FDU. Nolik's kick. Taken at the 5-yard line. A return out to the 20-yard line. Number 20 on the return. That's Tavares. Good play by Sam Sell.
All 3 aspects have picked it up.
Yep.
That's a totally different second half.
And Bing told us, and we've seen it, they are a second-half team. Hey, thanks to Dan Mao. He just told me Eddie Swinton, I think now has 52 catches, 9 touchdowns for his career. Just great to see number one when he gets those vertical routes or those post routes, how he runs away from defenders. But Eddie Swinton, big play there.
Yeah, he split the two safeties.
That's why they call him Big Play.
That's why we named Big Play from year one. He's always been a big play guy.
First down and 10. Update coming in from Del Val and Misericordia. That game has gone to the half. Terry on a short pitch and catch. Nothing there at all for Terry. It'll bring up a second down.
You know, this
Kyrie Taylor on the stop.
Kyrie Taylor is the next man up when Jamari comes out. He's been playing really well. Obviously, Jamari James is one of the best corners in the MAC, but it's great to have a young guy come in and play up to that standard.
Guys, here's that update from the Del Val Misericordia game. The game has gone to halftime, and it is Del Val 31, Misericordia 14. So 31-14 at the break. That game is at half. This game is 21-7 with 2:25 remaining in the third quarter. Remember, it was tied up at 7 at the break. Now Yasko.
He's going to keep it.
He's got a 3rd and 1 from his own 30. And he does keep the football. And looks like he's got the first down.
This half is really the stat-wise. We were dominating the first half in stats. We just weren't scoring. The only difference is our attitude is different this half. We are playing more like we're supposed to be playing. A little loose, hard, and just keep doing it.
First down and 10 now for the Devils. Gasco's going to throw again. Here comes pressure on him, and he sails it away, and he tosses it out of bounds. It'll bring up second down. He had to do that as he was under pressure.
Great coverage by Taylor.
Yeah, Jason Bateman in there, Wayne Clark in there. Again, you put pressure on a quarterback. And Coach Crocker was talking about this team. I know they haven't won a game, but if you look at all the games that they've played this year, pretty much every game has been close.
Mm-hmm.
And it's another close one today, obviously.
Second down and 10 from the 32. Out of the gun. Yasko. Here comes pressure again. Yasko fires over the middle, and his pass is complete. 88 on the end of that pass. That's Dunleavy, who's got it out, and he picks up the first down.
That was a really nice play by the FDU offense there. That was a really good play by that quarterback, getting that to the receiver. I mean, he was under some duress with some pressure from the Eastern defensive line. Sometimes you just tip your cap. That was a good play by FDU.
Yeah, he threw it the only place he could
zimmed
catch
it in there, too.
Out to the 44-yard line. Yak on the carry. Crosses over. Gets down to the 48-yard line. It'll bring up second down. Campbell on the stop for Eastern.
Almost said thank you every time they run the ball.
Yeah.
Gain of 4, second down and 6. Yasko on a second down from the 48. He's going to throw, and his pass is incomplete. Terry was the intended receiver. T.J. Alston on the coverage.
I don't know.
Bring up third down.
I don't know if we had some confusion on this side because their best receiver had a post down the middle untouched. But he went the wrong place.
Right. Good coverage there by T.J. Alston. Sound like a broken record when you say that too, right? He's right in that receiver's back pocket, hip back pocket, exactly how you want to cover a receiver on a deep ball.
You got to know where your sticks are.
Last snap of the quarter. Yasko on a third down. He's going to throw. He fires over the middle, but his pass is incomplete. Terry was the intended receiver. T.J. Alston again on the coverage, but there is a flag down.
It's going to be late hit on us.
On an offensive lineman?
On a quarterback. I hope it's holding, but I think it's a late hit on the quarterback.
I think it's holding. just because they threw it up here at the offensive lineman.
Come on.
Well, we'll wait for the call. Let's see what it is.
Personal foul.
Call the coach.
Campbell. I love the way he plays.
I love the way Andrew Campbell plays too. I didn't think that was a late hit, but maybe we can see the replay.
What did
over
you
here
say? He
from
played
Dan
like
Mount.
his hair's on fire.
Yeah, because he does. He just, they bring him on a lot of blitzes, and he only has one speed. Like almost every player out there for Eastern. I mean, they're always going 110%. I don't agree with that call, but
15-yard step off against the Eagles. So
I don't know.
Comes with the automatic first down, obviously. So instead of getting off the field, the defense will stay out. It is the end of the third quarter. And so the quarter comes to a close. Eastern able to get 2 touchdowns in that third quarter and lead 21-7 as we keep a right eye on that Del Val Misericordia game, which is at halftime. But Eastern played really well in that third quarter, and now 1 quarter to play to finish this one up.
Well, that's exactly how you wanted them to respond coming out of halftime. Let's go. Let's get a 3 and out, which they did. Defense played really well. Then they get the ball back, score. Then they get a 5 and out from the defense, and then the offense goes down and scores. So that's exactly how they drew it up in the halftime. And coach, you know that sometimes at halftime you try to instill something and it doesn't work. It's worked for Eastern today.
I mean, we always say to all our kids, play like a champion. Every play. I think the penalty was not so much that it was late. I think it was up near the head. So,
and they're going to call that every time. You're right.
But he laid him out.
But yeah,
which now you get happy feet back there.
Yep,
keep coming at him.
So 1st and 10 for the Devils. They'll be on the Eastern 37-yard line. It's 21-7 Eastern. 1 quarter to play.
And, Coach, you talk about playing like a champion. This team needs to learn how to be champions, right? I mean, they've learned how to lose in the first couple of years of even how to shake hands. Now they need to learn how to, be a MAC champion.
Yasko in the gun. 1st down. Yak to his right. 1st down and 10. Yasko fires for Terry. Almost picked off. Incomplete. 2nd down.
Nardo Murphy in there. Again, when you have your defensive linemen, they keep rotating around in there, providing pressure on the quarterback, and then you have that back end of the linebackers and safeties. This defense is really a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, they're giving him fits with pressure.
2nd down. Yasko. Hands off the football.
My Lord.
Big crushing hit by Jason Bateman. Wow.
MAC Defensive Player of the Week last week. I'll tell you, he's been a difference maker this year of how he's just.
I felt that shot up here in the press box.
Yep, that was what we call a deep leader. That's how you want your linebacker to be tackling.
3rd and 12. Loss of 2. Football from the 39. Yasko standing on his own 44. Under pressure. Steps up. Now he's going to throw. And he's going to throw it away. And that'll bring up 4th down.
He's trying to get that back judge to catch a ball.
Yep,
that's all pressure again.
Yep.
So 4th down. Offense is going to stay out.
Yeah, I wouldn't think. I would expect FDU to go for it almost on every 4th down, and I would expect any trick play they can run.
Especially in Eastern's territory. I mean, we're doing some games that the other team was doing it on their own 20.
Yeah.
I totally get this with FDU here, especially in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're trying to win a game.
Yeah.
4th and 12 from the 39. 14:07 remaining. Yasko, he's going to throw. Straight drop. Flush to his right. Now he's under pressure. And now he's going to get hit. And they got him behind the line. DiNardo's got him. And he brings him down.
Like a
And a
17-yard.
big loss, and Eastern will take possession.
With an assist by Wayne Clark, their number 38. You got to love a defensive lineman, number 38. The other defensive lineman, DiNardo, 52. DiNardo plays with no pads on his arms, plays old school.
Now,
Freshman playing really well.
What we didn't do there, we didn't blitz. We only came with our 4 down linemen, and they still created that type of pressure.
Hey, Coach, what did they do? They kept the pocket. They did not let him get outside. The defensive end kept the quarterback inside the pocket. Great job by the defense.
That's more than we can expect in a punt return.
All right, now with the offense out. Here we go. 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line of the Devils. Now, straight back. He's taking a shot down the field. He's got it,
off his
and he
fingertips.
dropped it. Nicolopoulos had it, and then he dropped it. And Nab dropped it like a dime right there for would have been a spectacular catch for a touchdown.
It would have been a spectacular catch.
Wow.
I think he had his fingertips
It was
on the back white stripe of the ball.
It was his fingertips. I mean,
Great route, great throw,
yeah.
and I like the call.
I love the call. And Justin's going to say he should have caught that, but that would have been another highlight Sports Center catch, and he's been making them all year.
He's man. He's on the sideline getting his breath and hitting his helmet. He's upset.
2nd down and 10 from the 47. Johnson will line up to the left of Nab. Fake to Cujo. Nab straight ahead. 40. He's at the 35. He's at the 30. And then dips the shoulder and gets down to the Devil 25-yard line. Brett Nab with another big run from the scrimmage.
And I'll tell you, the offensive line is just doing a great job. You have John Pettit, the right guard, 30 yards downfield trying to clear the way for Nab. Great run there. Great play call.
That's the only thing that hurts when you all out blitz. If he gets through that first line, it's going to be a huge gain, and that's what he did. They brought everybody up front. All they had was the secondary.
1st and 10, down to the Devil 26-yard line. Motion.
He's got room.
Move.
Good block.
He's got room. He's
Another
to the outside.
Oh, Lord.
And he's going to go into the end zone. Flag comes in to sink Smith.
That's terrible. He took 2 people out on a good block.
And that touchdown is going to come off the board.
That's a terrible call.
Great block by Devin Johnson.
Yeah, that was a great block. He got called. He got called on it, but these officials will definitely get a ding on that.
And head coach Billy Crocker sprinted down towards the end zone.
Yeah, I mean that was just a great block by Jaden Todd. Maybe these guys aren't used to seeing good blocks by wide receivers downfield.
There were 2 sets of good blocks at the line of scrimmage and then downfield. Yep. Somebody in the crowd just yelled, "Do it again." I agree with you.
Yeah, I do. Yep. You just hate when officials get involved in the game when you don't need to make a call on that.
It was such a good block.
Nothing better than the receiver blocking downfield,
Yep.
right, Coach?
Both of them did.
Yep. Blocking for a fellow receiver.
So the touchdown by the seat comes off the board. 1st and 10, 26-yard line.
But they blow the whistle.
And now the whistle blows before. And Eastern, in all the confusion, didn't get the football snapped in time. Delay a game against the offense. $186 for Nab today. Already. Wow.
With a game to go.
Yep.
At least.
Back to the 31-yard line. 1st and 15.
Blitz coming.
Here comes Nab again. Nab dips the shoulder. Takes on the defender.
Yeah, I'd like to see them do that play that just got whistled down. They're doing a jet sweep to Rivera. There is a lot of green over there.
2nd and 12 on the 28-yard line, 12:25 remaining. 21-7 Eastern. Johnson to the right of Nab. He's in the gun. Takes the snap. He steps up. He's hit as he releases the football. And that'll be incomplete.
Yeah, he wanted to go to Johnson on the wheel route.
Yep.
That'll bring up third down.
Defender just got his hand out enough to get Brett's elbow knocked in. I'd be all right with some trickery here, but
I wouldn't mind seeing Curtis Johnson get the ball and throw it downfield like he's done in the past. Do that halfback pass.
3rd and 12. From the 28 of the Devils. Nab takes the snap. Looks to keep the football. Nothing there that time. And that'll bring up 4th down. What do you do if you're Coach Crocker?
It looks like he's going for it
it's
here.
a 47-yard attempt.
Why not go for it?
Throw it in the end zone and hope for a PI.
Yeah.
I mean, it's no different than a punt at this point. You're still have the field flipped.
They got John Nolick coming out.
Nolick's going to come.
Here we go, John.
So Nolick will come out. Love to see John convert this.
This is a no-pressure kick for him.
Nab is your holder. The snap. And it's not going to get there. And the attempted field goal by Nolick is incomplete. Didn't get much leg on it at all. And it's also coming off low today. I've noticed that today on his kicks coming out low.
It knuckleballed.
But you can make that call, right, when you have your defense playing so well?
Take the positive of the play. It didn't get blocked,
right?
Which could cause a problem.
Right. It didn't. It wasn't a reverse where you get it blocked and all of a sudden they run down and get a special teams touchdown.
And it's on the 30-yard line. The field is flipped.
So 1st down and 10 now for Yasko and the offense. Defense back out on the field. Yasko with an empty backfield. Here they come again. He rolls over to his right. His pass intended for Terry is incomplete. Bring up 2nd down.
You got Salif Nakeem in there, Freddie.
Yeah, they got
Freddie Nardo, Cole Jones coming in there.
They have him running for his life at this point.
And they're not blitzing. I mean,
no,
they got 3 defensive linemen that are getting to this quarterback.
11:06 remaining 4th quarter. Yasko standing at his 25-yard line, going right to left.
Now we're blitzing.
Gashawn and Moody's got him again. Gashawn Moody first to get there.
I love that play call there by Corey David, defensive coordinator. Hats off to Corey last week getting the first shutout ever for Eastern. Obviously a team award, but when the defensive coordinator gets a lot of the credit for it. I love that he sent Gashawn Moody on that blitz.
I like the backside blitz, and we came front side. Now, the last time we were in 3rd down, they played like we were going to blitz, and we backed off.
So it's 3rd down now, -5 from the sack. It'll be 3rd and 15. Yasko fires, pass complete over the middle. Pass is complete. Number 1 is Daniels. He's just short of the line to gain on that 3rd and 15. He gets 13, so it'll be 4th and 2, right at the 10-minute mark. 4th and 2. Yasko and the offense stays on the field. They don't have a choice.
Took an awful long time for no one to call anything.
And Eastern may have jumped.
I think he made contact.
Yeah, but I think the FDU guy flinched.
Center.
That's why they're talking
I
about
think
it.
the center ball
I think,
flinched.
yeah, I think he moves the ball.
Right of the snap. Offside.
Of course.
Yep.
Number 94. 5-yard penalty.
Has FDU had one penalty called on them yet?
I don't remember.
The 5-yard penalty gets stepped off against Eastern. That'll give them the first down. So the Devils pick up the first down courtesy of the penalty out to their own 43-yard line. 9:36 remaining. That's Yak on the carry. Down close to midfield. 9:19 remaining. Moody again on the stop. Second down and 3.
Gashan and Bateman, obviously I can say all 11, but Gashan's really been all over the field today, especially with those lime green gloves. You can really see him out there making a lot of plays.
Second and 3 for Yasko. Moody coming from the outside with pressure again. Pass intended for Terry is incomplete. Good coverage again down there for Eastern. Kyrie Taylor is always referenced as good coverage. Kid plays well, plays solid football. That whole secondary, we talked about it when we first came on the air today, how well they play. They really do.
They really do. And, about 7 games ago, we had Kenton Sparks up here, and he said our defensive backs are sticky, and they are. They are right in these receivers' hip back pocket.
And they're forcing him to throw sooner than he wants to.
All right, 3rd and 3.
He's coming again.
Yasko out of the gun. Pass complete. Good for the first down. 86 on the end of that short pitch and catch. That's Nick Williams. And Williams has the first down for the Devils. Irvin on the stop. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Devils. 8:22 remaining. Shamar Irvin, the distant relation to Michael Irvin. Pass complete. Yasko to Yak. Maybe. Back to the line of scrimmage. Cole Jones on the stop.
I love how
Second down.
Love how Cole Jones plays too.
That's one of those.
These linebackers are just so active.
That's one of those plays that you can almost see the ball coming out.
What I like about Cole is he also plays special teams.
7:45 remaining, 4th quarter. Devils in possession. Low snap.
No blitz.
Yasko up the turf, has it. Fires. Pass is intended, and is it complete? They giving it to him? They're saying yes. They are. Pass is complete. Daniels on the end of that shot from Yasko to be a first down.
I'd like to see the replay on that one.
Right back up to the line. 1st and 10. Down to the 24-yard line. 21-7.
I don't get it.
Yak on the carry on a first down carry.
I think I spent a little too much time with Coach because right when they ran that, I'm like, why are they trying to run the ball on Eastern?
Why not just
having they're losing by 2 touchdowns. They've been having success throwing the ball.
Why
You have to run occasionally, but
why not just move the stick to 3rd and 5 and concede the first 2 plays?
Now 2nd down. Yak got a yard. 2nd and 9. Devils on the move. 6:38. Yasko's pass down towards the goal line will be incomplete.
That was up near the golf course.
Bring up 3rd down.
Kyrie Taylor coming in for Jamari. Jamari's been nursing an ankle injury, but I'll tell you, he's playing really well, right in that hip pocket of the receiver. And no way that was going to be complete.
6 minutes, 30 seconds remaining.
They send two verticals to the boundary, so I would think they're going to use the wide side of the field here.
Still 21-7. Yasko takes a shot. And the same receiver, Keon Ebanks, incomplete. And that'll make it 4th down. 4th and 9.
They keep insisting on working the boundary side.
6:25 remaining.
Great job back there by the safety, Eric Wilson, too, being over the top there for Kyrie. That's how you like your safety, protecting your DBs.
So you know they want to look for number 1 here.
4th and 9. From the 23. 6:25 remaining. Yasko, low snap, handles it. He's flushed out of the pocket. He's moving to his right. Oh, they're going to get him down. Flushed him down at the 30-yard line. Salif Nakima gets him.
Of all things you don't want your quarterback to do on a 4th down is take a sack.
You got to throw it. Wow, Salif Nakima, another big sack. Cole Jones over there, Freddie DiNardo, Jason Bateman, Wayne Clark.
You know, on that drive, guys, I'm looking at that drive saying, hey, it's 21-7. They get a touchdown here. We got a football game. There's a lot of time left.
We got a football game here because then they kicked the onside kick. I'll tell you, Wayne Clark, the freshman, Freddie DiNardo, freshman, on that defensive line for Eastern. Just great to see. That was a big stop there by the Eastern defense.
That's what's confusing me with the offensive calls for FDU. Why are you wasting the run plays?
All right, 1st down and 10 now. Nab. Here comes that jet sweep again. Not much this time. Nasik Smith gets a couple yards. It'll be 2nd down.
He has the option to keep that, and he almost pulled it.
Gain of 4 for Nasik. 2nd down and 6. Out to the 34-yard line.
This is where the offense needs to get a couple 1st downs. Let this defense get some Gatorade over here. At a minimum, flip the field, but get a couple 1st downs here. Give the defense a chance to get.
I mean, you're 5 minutes away from going 8-1.
5:33 rather. Up on the game clock. Now, pitch to Avrilian. Jeremiah to the outside. And there goes Jeremiah Avrilian. Jeremiah Avrilian steps up out of bounds down at midfield. Good for the 1st down. Good run, good play call, good execution by Eastern.
And what they hit, Coach?
Outside.
The perimeter. Flick it out there to Jeremiah. Get him in space. Wow. Great play call. I love that play call by Nate Hinkle and Colin Scott. You know, obviously they see the same stuff up here. But great job. But keep pressing this perimeter on this defense.
And it was to the boundary. But they're still bringing everything up the middle. So your perimeter is there.
So it'll be 1st down and 10 for Nab on the offense. Football at midfield. Left to right. 4:40 remaining.
Could be a shot to Justin.
Nab standing on his 45. Fakes to Jeremiah. Tries to go straight up the gut. Nothing there. Nab may have lost a yard. Took a hard shot. Be 2nd down.
Well, FDU's working the clock and their timeouts now. They want the ball back.
FDU takes a timeout. We'll keep it here. Nab got back to the line of scrimmage, so it'll be 2nd down and 10. 4 minutes, 26 seconds remaining.
And that's what you want to do, right? Get a 1st down here. Make them use all 3 timeouts. Get another 1st down here, and then you can pretty much run out the clock.
I mean, it's early to use them, but they don't have a choice.
Yeah, Coach, you said it before. You can't take them on the bus with you, right? Especially with FDU. I mean, you know, I don't want to berate the point that they have not won a game all year. I mean, this team does not look like a team that has not won a game this year.
No, they've played well.
Absolutely. They played really well. They play with heart. They've made plays.
Offensively, they just don't really have a solid running game. They've got a kid that can throw the ball.
And their defense has been playing really well against a really good offense. Eastern has a really good offense at this FDU team is
Second down and 10 for now. Here comes Jeremiah Brilliant. Crosses midfield. Stays on his feet. Spins down. Crosses over the 45-yard line and gets down to the 43-yard line. Good run for Jeremiah. It'll bring up third down. He gets 7.
And I'm going to step on his toes again. What did he do? That should have been a no yard, maybe a 2-yard run, and he gets an extra 5.
And I guarantee you this guy ain't hurt.
Right, and they don't have to take a timeout.
Not yet.
Thought they called it already, but maybe not.
It's not a timeout for FDU. It's a medical timeout.
4:13 remaining.
Is it
third and 3?
Is it under 2 minutes where they take the timeout for an injury, or is it the last minute?
It might be 4. So we're right at that cusp. But it's been a big problem with college football. With guys going down with no injuries.
Guys, update coming in right now that Del Val Misericordia game has moved into the third quarter. Del Val now 38 and Misericordia 14. So Eastern owns the opportunity to control their own destiny, finish this one out, and then go down south on 95 to Stevenson 1 week from today and finish it up. All today, 4 minutes, 13 seconds left remaining. But that win today and that Del Val, if that holds up, good news for Eastern.
Real good news. And who thought we'd be rooting for Del Val, right? But
that's what Coach said coming in. When was the last time we were rooting for Del Val?
I don't think ever, but great to see Del Val. I mean, this is a MAC. I mean, I really think it's one of those any given weeks anybody can win, right?
Week to week.
We set the play clock for 40 seconds. We'll start on my signal.
All right, so an adjustment to the clock. Game clock and play clock. 4:09 remaining. 21-7.
Please start the play clock.
Uh-oh.
That was pretty funny.
Please set the game clock to 4:09. The play clock to 40 seconds. Start both clocks on my signal.
That was almost giving him the business.
Well,
we need to beat.
Well, the field might pick that up, so we'll be able to run that in the replay.
That was the ref giving him the business call, right?
4 minutes remaining. Clock is on the move.
He just double-checked his mic to make sure it was off.
What'd you say the other about an hour ago? Hot mic will get you every time.
Get you every time.
All right, here we go. 3:35. Snap the nap. Here comes Jeremiah Brilliant, far side of the field. They're going to bottle up Jeremiah on that third down. They track him down at midfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. And FDU takes a timeout.
Yeah, I think you punt here.
I don't know why you take that timeout. Because we're interchanging for the punt. Yeah.
You still have the 25 seconds to run off, but
yeah, you get the 2 minute.
Yeah, this is when we need John to get one of his patented golf swing after he punts. Get a good snap there from Logan and try to get these guys inside the 10.
It seems like the wind died down from today, but if it is going, the wind was going down towards the scoreboard.
Yeah, now he'll have right. If any wind, he'll have it at his back. So obviously, this is a you never want to have the field flipped on special teams, right, Coach? So cover this punt.
Do your job.
Have a good snap, good punt.
97, John Westfield in the punt.
John had 6 punts last week.
I was going to say, FDU's got to decide whether they're coming after it or setting up a return, and it looks from that lineup they're coming.
If I'm them, I'm coming after it.
Westfield standing on his own 35. 3:29 remaining. Snap to Westfield.
That's going to roll towards.
Taken down at the 9-yard line. Good coverage by Eastern. No pressure on Westfield.
Really good coverage. He should have let that
Bad
go.
decision on the punt return.
Yeah, that ball would have bounded through the end zone. Good coverage there.
That had that forward roll on it no matter what.
Sean McNamara with a really good snap there. I'm going to give a shout out to Sean McNamara too. The charity here for cancer. Sean brought those guys in here 2 years ago, raising money. It's great to see young players get involved in charities. Sean McNamara.
I think it's better than great. If there is such, I think it's better than great. Well done by Sean.
Especially last year when he was, I think a sophomore. Just great. Sean brought that here and raising some good money for cancer.
All right, here we go. 1st and 10 for the Devils. Yasko. It's got to go downfield every time. This one is incomplete. That'll bring up a 2nd down.
This is a terrible call.
Wow.
Penalty flag down.
When they meshed, they bumped each other.
That is just absolute horrible call. That was first off was an uncatchable ball. These guys are running down the field together. That's just a terrible call by this officiating crew has been definitely subpar.
That's a
So a PI against the defense. 1st and 10 from now their 28. Right to left. Go the Devils. Yasko. Got to throw. He's under pressure. Now he's flushed to his right. Now he fires and the pass is incomplete. Daniels was the intended receiver. Incomplete. 2nd down. James on the coverage for Eastern.
Good pressure in there by Chris Forte, the linebacker, coming in and providing some pressure on that quarterback. Again, anytime you can pressure a quarterback, get their feet unset is a good thing. Good job by the defense there.
Second down and 10. 3:02. Yasko. Short pitch and catch to Terry. Not much there. Pass was complete. Out over the 30.
Good to see Jamari James back in there. I know he's been battling an ankle injury.
That didn't stop the clock. Guess he didn't go out going forward.
So 3rd and 5. Football now on the 33-yard line. Yasko again steps up, steps into it. Pass fired, incomplete. Flag comes in, intended for Daniels. May have been hit out of bounds. That is another penalty against Eastern.
It's not a smart play, but it's another uncatchable ball.
They're going to probably call a defensive receiver.
The contact wasn't necessary.
No.
Jamari James made the hit.
No, that was actually
that James on the hit?
That was Eric Wilson. Yeah, you always look at the guy they take out, Coach or Krause.
Yeah.
But that's an aggressive play. Doesn't need to be made there. Teachable moment during film.
.227, 1st and 10 now out to the 47-yard line. Yasko steps up under pressure. Oh, they got him behind the line. Yasko with pressure. DiNardo there again to get him. And that'll make a 3rd down.
I'll tell you, the 2 freshmen, Wayne Clark and Freddie DiNardo.
Snap. 2:04. Yasko under pressure, escapes it, and then fires it out of bounds. Dunleavy was the intended receiver.
Wayne Clark was in there again.
And we reached a 2-minute timeout in this one.
Landon Blausch as well in there. Coaches have been talking about Landon Blausch, about the work that he's put in since he's got to Eastern, the weight he's put on, the work he's been putting in the gym and in the weight room, and obviously it's showing. When they have 3 freshmen out there, coach, on the defensive line providing pressure. The future is bright here at Eastern. They just keep retooling and restacking.
And the pressure that we're getting, I mean, they haven't thrown a holding call yet on them. And when he scrambles like that, we're getting help. And he's not throwing a thing. But we're getting the PIs like it's, a dime a dozen.
1:55 remaining up on the game clock. 3rd and 11 from their own 46-yard line. Yasko out of the gun from his own 41. Yasko, pass. Oh, knockdown. Great play by Jason Bateman. And I think he was thinking about where he was going to be with the football.
Down there.
Down there.
He'd be in the end zone right now.
4th down.
See if we trick them again and they think we're coming with blitz and we drop everyone back.
$1:51 remaining. 4th down. Yasko in the gun on the 40. Here they come. Yasko steps into the throw, and the pass is thrown, and it's picked off. And it's Gashad Mooney. And how about this? Gashad Mooney Sr. from the 30. Shakes over to the 25. Oh, and he's runs out again.
Tackled by the 20-yard line.
Mooney down to the 20.
That's a Krause. Oh, my. What a play.
Mooney.
There's a flag. Probably a block, but still our ball.
What a return there by Gashad Mooney. One of the cornerstones of this program, obviously, had his own senior day last year. He was the only senior. Obviously, was a real senior now this year. Just great to see Gashad. He had a really good game today.
Big-time players make big plays.
Where's the flag?
Down here.
So it's on the return.
It's going to be on the return. Awesome.
I'm just really happy for them. Happy for this team. I'll tell you, Coach Billy Crocker's got to be really proud of this team, how they responded at halftime in the second half. And I think this does this team even better than blowing
Call
out
that penalty, by Coach, against the Devils.
I don't know if they're confused. Did one of their players actually throw a block?
Well, or took someone out blindsides, hit someone for the sake of hitting someone.
Well, it's a good game when both head coaches are mad at the officials, right? But again, I think this goes into Eastern's favor. I mean, if they would have blown this team out, 50-0, you go into false sense of security.
Well, like you said,
I think this is good that they had to grind this game out for a big home win.
Like you said, FDU hasn't, gotten blown out a whole lot. I mean, they've been in games. They just don't have a win. They played tough all day. I mean, but our offensive yardage, we're probably 3 times more than theirs.
So first and 10 from the 11.
They've got a timeout. And but if you were daring enough to throw, Justin's got
131.
Got no safety.
Are they going for the end zone?
Well, they're going to run the ball, and if they get in, they get in.
Nab He's going to keep the football. Straight ahead. Nab still on his feet. Down to the 4, second down. 1:18, clock on the move.
And Brett's always going to get those dirty yards, those tough yards. Exactly what you want in a quarterback.
Second down and 4. They spot it on the 5-yard line.
67.
Number 67, Tessman, into the game. Second down and 4. Nab, Avrilian.
Touchdown.
Swinging into the end zone for his third of the afternoon. Jeremiah Avrilian, another touchdown for Eastern, and that makes it 27-7.
I got to tell you, I'm glad we scored, and these guys are getting the Gatorade ready for coach.
That's awesome.
I've had that.
And also just for the ratings and the rankings, 21-7 sure sounds a lot better than 21-7, obviously, especially against a winless team.
Nolik's kick is up, and it is good. So with 32 seconds remaining, Eastern 28 and FDU 7.
So this might be new for these guys. They've got to figure out who's going to carry and dump.
Well, I'll tell you right now.
Who's going to screen?
Whoever carries and dumps better be a senior. I would not want to be a junior throwing Gatorade on coach. I'll tell you that right
I'm not
now.
sure I'd want to be a senior throwing Gatorade on coach.
Exactly. I think you get Logan McGowan to do it.
I've had it done to me, and man, it is cold and shocking.
I'm sure it feels great, though. You obviously won a big game when you're getting the Gatorade. Hats off to the, BJ Nolik and all the parents group. I mean, their banners that they have for each
Oh,
player,
man, they are incredible.
They are amazing what they've done. I've seen the big heads of some of the players out here in front of us. Just great to see. Again, we talk about it all the time, Eastern doing it a little differently. But to have a parents group like that that goes the extra yard is really pretty cool.
All right. 32 seconds remaining. Nolik's kick taken down at the 10-yard line.
Those guys were hustling. Here they go.
Krause, you think they made big heads of us yet?
What's that?
They're going to make big heads of us? Look at all the players. It's
here
great.
comes the water jug.
Here we go.
Where's Coach at? I don't see him.
We're looking for head coach Billy Crocker.
Oh, coach is over there. Bing's going to get it. Bing might get it too.
Who's getting it?
Bing. Should we tell Bing to move?
Head coach Billy Crocker.
I think Bing was the setup.
I think Bing was in on it.
Gets the Gatorade. And now Yak on the carry.
Well, they got him head to toe.
They got him good.
Head to
And
toe.
Gashawn Moody hugging the head coach. And this is a big moment in the history, the young history of Eastern University football. And the clock expires, and the game is over, and Eastern wins, and a soaked Billy Crocker lines up the team at midfield. Eastern wins it.
Make sure you stand on a shot.
Wow.
Right?
I just love how Eastern's celebrating here of get up, line up, talk to these guys.
We're going to go to the top.
Handshake to FDU. FDU played a really good game. Act like you belong there, right, Coach?
Yeah.
Act like you've been there before. And then, when they get off the locker room, I know they're going to celebrate. But congratulations to Eastern football. year 3, just what they've done, this coaching staff, and more importantly, these players, just really impressive.
It's hard to win games at any level, and they're at 8-1 with one more to go. And if it stays the way it is, we're playing in the national tournament. I mean, that
in year 3.
Yeah, I mean, that's unheard of.
With a chance to win some games in the tournament.
I'll tell you from my perspective, if it was possible that they end up playing Concordia, Wisconsin, and I'd get to see my son play against Eastern.
Oh, man. Well, I will tell you this, for one moment in time, Coach Crocker left the guard down and smiled after the Gatorade bath for just a second. It was great to see.
I think Bing was the setup man.
I think Bing was too. Just talk to him, congratulate him, get him in one spot. Great to do this in front of all the recruits that are here. That hopefully next year we'll be putting on this uniform for Eastern and playing for Coach Crocker. Just really congratulations to the administration that brought football here, to the coaching staff. I'm going to give a shout out to Eric McNelly, who hired Coach Billy Crocker. What a great hire that was. And then Bing keeping the ship going here. Just really cool to see this team. As Krause just said, an indelible mark. This photo right here of this team is going to be forever etched in Eastern history, and obviously Eastern athletic history, and obviously Eastern football history.
Oh, I said it last week, and I'll repeat it again this week. I think we've become spoiled of how our offense moves the ball and how well our defensive plays. And when we see our offense stall a series or two, we're thinking, oh, my God, what's going on? They, again, came out very businesslike, and you come away with a 28-7 win. It's a business win. And I don't know, are we expecting it to be 56 or, I don't know if we're spoiled, but I'd take a 28-7 win.
Well, the one thing that was obvious in the first half compared to how they played in the third quarter was this team just couldn't get going in that first half. Statistically, I would say yes, but emotionally just wasn't as the level just wasn't at the higher point of where you would expect it. And I guess if there was any, I don't even want to say disappointment because that's the wrong word, but that was the only concern when you're tied up at 7 at the break.
Loosen up.
Yeah, loosen up. You said it.
And what I said was probably 3 times. 464 yards of offense for us, 126.
Wow.
I mean, with 3 times more offense.
21 first downs for Eastern.
Stay with us, guys. We're going to pause for a 60-second break, but we're going to keep it here. We're going to come back and bring you into the celebration a little bit. Let me pause for 60. You're listening to Eastern University football, your MAC champions. Back in a moment.
What if you could earn an MBA fully online in just 10 months for only $9,900? Eastern University's cutting-edge MBA in Organizational Management is designed to fit what you need in an MBA program. Our innovative LifeFlex model offers 100% online classes that you can complete at your own pace within each 7-week semester. We know how hard you work for your money, so we're thrilled to offer our MBA at only $9,900, making our program between 50 to 80% less expensive than most other schools, while ensuring quality and excellence with the support of our expert faculty. We even offer a concentration in business analytics, an essential skill set needed in today's data-driven economy. With start dates every 7 weeks, Eastern's MBA is handcrafted for you and your needs. So what are you waiting for? Apply today at eastern.edu/MBA.
The following is a presentation of JAKIB Sports.
And we're back here live up inside the press box today here on Radnor Road, watching the entire team gather for a picture worn, as you said, that will hang and remain probably forever.
Absolutely. And, going into the season, there was one team that voted for Eastern to win the MAC. and that team was right. And obviously, there was not Eastern being able to
Vote
vote for themselves. So that was another team. But congratulations to this whole staff. I'll tell you, look at this game. 21 first downs. You would have never thought it. The disparity between
the yardage,
464 yards in total offense to 126, and it's 28-7. And
only 7 plays different. They had 57 offensive plays.
Amazing. And then what do we got? Brett Knapp,
201 yards rushing. He had 140 some passing, 145 passing. So right now he's a 1,000-yard rusher, 1,000-yard passer.
Yeah, they won the stat battle. The game was choppy like it was last week against Widener, but Coach is right. A win's a win. This is a huge game, senior day for how many seniors? Over 20 seniors. It's going to be interesting to see how many guys stay back and come back for next year for a fifth year. Again, we've said this. They might be seniors in college, but they're all juniors eligibility-wise for
guys, one of the great moments that, at least for me, that I will remember is Gashawn Moody running down the sideline, cutting back up into the center of the field, running out of gas, and then tripping over the 20-yard line. And I wanted him to score. I'm not making fun of him.
No, I know.
I wanted him to get there so badly.
That dang 20-yard line.
He's one of those Team Zero guys. When there was nothing here and Coach Crocker said, hey, come play for me. He had his own senior day last year. And then obviously he walked again today being a senior. And I'll tell you, he put that defense on his back. He had one of his best games all year, statistically and on the field, of just what he was doing, providing pressure. And then number 5 and Jeremiah Brilliant on the offensive side just really put the team on their back on a game that they needed to put these guys on their back.
What total yards for Nab?
201.
201 yards rushing.
201 yard rushing.
11 penalties against us to 3.
And that's something, I'll tell you, I think this game played out perfectly for Coach. Obviously, he got the win, but there's still a lot of learnable things from this game that he can take moving forward against Stevenson and then into the playoffs. And can you believe we're saying into the playoffs? It's just amazing.
Well, we'll get all those answers from Coach Crocker on the upcoming Coaches Show this week on the JAKIB Sports Network. Look forward to that. There's a part of me that says Coach is going to lead off that show, Warren. Not happy about the way the team played in the first half. But as you said, a lot of coachable moments in this football game, and it results in a 28-7 final, and the playoffs now in sight for this football team. Well done by this squad.
I didn't see rankings this week. Were we in the top 25?
No. Nope.
Honorable mention?
I didn't see.
I didn't see anything.
notice it.
Well, at 8-1 and you're winning your division, I mean, we're not talking about a bowl game.
You're winning your conference, 8-1. Hopefully 9-1 next week and beat a good Stevenson team.
I don't know enough about this conference. Where do you think we would even be going or coming with? Is it possible to have a home game?
It is possible. It is possible. We don't know. I think from what we understand, Warren, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think teams have to submit to potentially host a game, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get one. So we'll see how that all plays out. 1 week to go. We'll be right back here on the JAKIB Sports Network from down at Stevenson. Next week, it's a 1 p.m. kickoff, and we'll have, of course, all of the action next week. I imagine Coach Crocker's going to come out and look to win that football game and play a hard game next Saturday and finish up this regular season before getting into the playoffs.
Absolutely. I mean, they're not going to take that trip to go down there and just say, hey, we won the MAC. We're MAC champions, and we're going to mail it in. Stevenson is not going to allow that to happen either. And to go down there and beat Stevenson, to Coach's point, that sets you up for the rankings for the big tournament, the NCAAs, not the bowl series. So that's what Coach is going to be talking about. And to your point about the Coaches Show, to be really interesting to, I hope he cracks a little bit of a smile, because he deserves to crack a little bit of a smile. But we know that he's got a lot of teachable moments from this game moving forward. And Coach, I know one of the things he's going to say, we have not played our perfect game yet. I mean, they had a good second half, but he wants to play that complete perfect game, and that's still out there for this team. And I think that's what he's trying to attain with this team.
Yeah,
and
it
can't happen with this team.
You really don't smile as a coach till the season's over. Then you can reflect on whatever it is that you want. I mean,
Coach, do you smile when you get a bucket bath at Gatorade? What's that like? You've had it happen to you. What's that like?
It is shocking. I mean,
Shocks the
it's
system.
a shock to the system. I had it done when we won down in Fayetteville, and man, I didn't know it was coming. I actually have a picture of it somewhere. Someone knew. There was a setup, man, because I don't think I would have gotten caught otherwise. But I got hit because how did you know to take a picture of it as it was happening? So, but it's brutal.
Well, picture of the day, and we'll look for it on the Eastern website. Picture of the day.
Yeah.
A drenched, soaked head coach Billy Crocker embracing Gashawn Moody when it all came to a realization that this team was going to win it. It was over, and it's now yesterday's news.
If there's
on to the next one.
If there's a picture of him getting the water dumped, Bing is definitely the setup.
And they got him too, head to toe. I mean,
and he moved. He didn't get a drop on him.
Yeah, Bing moved.
Bing didn't get a drop on him. All right, that's going to do it from Radnor Road. It's been a great season so far of bringing you all of the action for my partner, Warren Schmidt, and, of course, for the coach, Coach B. Sean, great job by you all season during the regular season. We'll see you along in the playoffs as well. Shout out to the public address announcer today who did an incredible job. I mean, that is just well done by you, and I appreciate talent. That was good stuff, and well done by you as well. That's going to do it for this edition of Eastern University football across the JAKIB Sports Network. Your final score, Eastern 28, FDU 7. It's on to the next game. Stevenson, 1 week from today. Let me slide in here, guys, so I can fire our spot.
Back champion Eastern Eagles.
Wait, you got to say that again.
Back champion Eastern Eagles.
Amazing
that
stuff.
That is just amazing to say in year 3. Congratulations to everybody involved.
See you next time, everybody.
What if you could earn an MBA fully online in just 10 months for only $9,900? Eastern University's cutting-edge MBA in Organizational Management is designed to fit what you need in an MBA program. Our innovative LifeFlex model offers 100% online classes that you can complete at your own pace within each 7-week semester. We know how hard you work for your money, so we're thrilled to offer our MBA at only $9,900, making our program between 50 to 80% less expensive than most other schools, while ensuring quality and excellence with the support of our expert faculty. We even offer a concentration in business analytics, an essential skill set needed in today's data-driven economy. With start dates every 7 weeks, Eastern's MBA is handcrafted for you and your needs. So what are you waiting for? Apply today at eastern.edu/MBA.
The following is a presentation of JAKIB Sports.